here we go. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another Zaggerdastic stream. It is I, your friend, the one, the only Z, a single god Zaggerd, and I hope you're having a wonderful morning, noon, night, evening, whatever time it is for you today. Welcome back to the Dragon's Den, my friends. We are with Andrew, my friend, aka TheMythologyGuy.
Hello.
And we are going to be playing some more Nioh. For you, the chat.
Hola, Direwolf.
Hi, Alpha. How you doing? So, Andrew, I believe you have an interesting announcement that we both just decided.
Oh, yeah, we're going to have to stop the stream a little early because I have a dinner to go to, and I was only just told I have to be there at freaking 6, so sorry about that.
And as owner of the stream, I reserve right to end the stream whenever the fuck I want to, goddammit.
You can keep going after I leave. I'm annoyed that this fucking happened.
But I actually was thinking of the more positive thing about next week.
Yeah. Next week, a certain game will be out, and we will play it. I don't want to spoil what game it is, but it involves a lot of combative people who are not celestial. Actually, some of them are. But but for some reason, the game focuses on the non-immortality of these combative people.
So you're telling me this is a game about fighting, and it has to do with non-celestials, except for when it does have to do with celestials, and the times when it has to do with other things like time travel, and ninjas and samurais and cyborgs.
Yeah, something like that. And literal gods in this non-immortal battle.
So we're playing Marvel Snap.
Exactly.
We'll be playing Marvel Snap next week.
Okay. We're going to play Mortal Kombat.
I wanted to see how long it took for someone to figure it out.
I think they've got it. Hey, Toko. Alright, so we've got a couple of submissions we can do before we go to the Demon of Mount Ye. Given the high difficulty rating here, I'm thinking we should do some submissions.
Fun fact, Hiei in Japanese is the onomatopoeia for being cold, like
so,
going brr.
Like, the game says, you should do the Battle of Ahashi Bridge, it's super easy, but remember who's on the goddamn bridge,
yeah, the
that
unkillable
broken ass... Okay, so we have 3 submissions we can do. Disappearing Ranjatai, Demon Hunting, and the Malefactors. Let's just do these in order. Let's start with the level 49.
I like the name, the Malefactors.
That's weird. This says level 49, this says level 52, this is level 56, but it has a lower difficulty rating.
I don't know, I didn't make this game.
I don't know. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just do these in level order.
Do the Disappearing Ranjatai.
Yeah.
That guy has a villain stash.
I was about to say, by disappearing, do you mean you lost your damn sword again? Ranjatai, most magnificently fragrant incense wood under heaven. What about the ones over heaven? And yet it seems that a fragment of it was found in the cemetery for no obvious reason. The wood that even Nobunaga cut himself a piece of. How I long to smell its perfume even once. The same goes for you, I'm sure. Well, what are you waiting for? Stop standing around and go get it. Japan is at war. There are yokai everywhere, and there's an evil Mr. Kelly, like trying to destroy everything. And you want me to go get you some goddamn incense?
Hey,
not even for a magical reason. It's just because he wants to smell it.
You want me to ally with you? Give me the incense. That's how this works, okay?
Listen here, you very spiky bearded, curly mustached, shiny headed motherfucker.
Look, it's important. I need it. This is
what we're doing. This is what we, a master samurai, are doing.
All right. So I have some questions to ask Andrew. We already went through these last Monday, and I was on stream without him. I was preparing because I wanted to see how fun this would be, and I thought of a little game we could play. This is from Screen Rant.
Oh God.
Top 10 worst mutations in X-Men.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, so the first one, I'm gonna see if you can guess what their powers are first.
Well, hold on. What do you think this is? Oh, motherfucker!
It's a trap. It's a jump scare. That's what I think it is.
Okay. So you were saying?
I think the villain is probably gonna be an evil tree. Based on the fact that we need to get some special wood, I'm gonna say an evil tree. Oh. Never mind.
That would have been cool if it was. They should have the thing Executor is based on. Ah! Stupid dwellers are in my way. I'm trying to fight big guy. Okay, so... worst mutations?
Okay, so for the first one, I want to know if you can guess what this guy's power is based on his X-Men name.
X-Men name, okay.
Eye Boy.
He can grow more eyes?
No, he just has eyes everywhere on his body.
So he's Argus!
He's Argus.
He just called himself Argus!
Because this is comic books, and the names have to
Eye Boy?
Yeah, that's his name, Eye Boy.
That's... stupid.
But it's accurate.
He has an X-Men name? In what way does this apply to X-Men duties?
Because it's a mutation.
Am I already at the end of the mission?
No. I think that's just a treasure.
But it's purple on the map, so that means it's a mission objective.
Are we sure about that?
Maybe it's one of the missions.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Let's figure this out.
Because it's showing the compass going further, and there's another one on the map that I can see.
Okay, yeah. Gotta get, like, a few of them. Yeah, there's a sentient piece of sushi attacking Shane's electronics. It's not just a cat. Okay. It would have been hilarious if that was the end of the mission. It's like, yeah, you can grind around, or you can end the mission right here.
Alright, so that's the first one. The next one...
Eye Boy. And interestingly, it became mythical related because of Argus.
Yes, it did. The next one, her name is Choir. What do you think her mutation is?
Magic voice?
I'll give you 2 more guesses.
You can make everyone else start singing?
Nope.
I don't fucking know. What is it?
She has a bunch of mouths all over her throat.
All over her throat?
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah.
Is this a yokai?
Made by the same guy who created Eye Boy.
I'll bet. It doesn't, that's not like a big, oh my god, that creator? Oh, what you clapping?
Yeah, that's her mutant power. That's it. She can mimic...
These are mutations that actually feel like mutations, to be fair, rather
That's
than
true.
having fucking sorcery powers.
Yeah, pretty much. She has the ability to mimic the voices and project her own voice.
I want you to know your DNA has been mutated, so you can now bend reality.
Yeah, honestly, it does make more sense than Magneto. You're able to...
Just want you to know, you now have full control over all minerals. Like...
How's that a mutation? It just is.
You just... Oh, that was it. Okay.
Well, go, I guess,
Just
kill
those two?
Is that
I guess I'll look around for
Is
stuff.
that a guy bowing down to it?
It's because when you complete the mission, remaining human enemies just surrender.
Ah, okay. Can you
I
still
kill
get
him?
the Amrita?
No. That sucks. They should give me their armor. And yokai just disappear.
Oh, that's annoying.
if you complete a mission, there's no more enemies to fight.
Oh, that's annoying. I'd
You
like
can
to
look
grind.
around for collectibles, though. There was a whole bunch of guys here. Yeah, honestly. Well, we can always redo the mission, so...
That's true.
This is kind of an easy grind mission since it's so damn short, honestly.
Yeah.
Look how many enemies there were.
So her whole power is just that she can mimic voices and speak in 360 degrees. It's not louder, it's not quieter, it's just in 360 degrees.
Can come from any part of her throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was necessary in comics.
Yeah, this...
Choir.
Alright, the next one. Long neck.
He has a long neck.
Yes. His whole power is his neck is 3 feet long.
Littlefoot over here from fucking Land Before Time.
Yeah, his power is literally just that his neck is 3 feet long. That's it. That's the whole mutation. He can't bend it, he can't stretch it anymore, it's just 3 feet long.
He's just Candace from Phineas and Ferb.
Yes. And sometimes you'll see him in the background, you just see if you ever see a guy with just a long neck, that's long neck.
Thank you so much, comic writers. You know, you should go on strike to get paid better.
Alright, the next character is Chamber.
They have the power to hide.
Nope.
What is it?
His mutation destroyed his lower jaw, and with the blast of psionic energy, and says now he can communicate with telepathy.
Okay, so he can't talk, but he can telepathy. In mind talk.
Yes. And wait, what is?
Why is his name Chamber?
I'm not saying what the rest of his power is. I think he can like shoot out energy blasts from where his jaw used to be.
Okay.
So he like
Sure.
keeps. Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
This one, the next one is Beak.
He has a beak.
You're
Oh, I can't even
third.
use the shrine.
You're 1/3 correct.
He has 3 beaks.
No, his whole body was morphed to where his face is shaped like a bird's face, and then he has like talons and like bird feathers growing out of him and wings, but he can't fly, and his body's all like shaped weird.
I feel like these are the kinds of mutants who would take the cure.
Yeah, exactly. This is the argument of like, well, some of them want to be cured. Well, like who? I don't know. Beak, the guy who looks like a fucking bird.
All right, here's your stupid incense. So this is, I want to say I'm impressed, but it looks like a chunk of scrap wood. An obvious fraud. Fuck you. This is not what I was hoping for at all. Here, you can take it as your reward. Fake or no, you may find a discerning buyer willing to pay for it. Thanks. Yeah, I really appreciate that I put time into that.
I mean, at least it was a simple mission. Just
Alright, well, if we need to grind, we can always, I guess, go back. Anyway, demon hunting now.
demon hunting.
This seems a little more...
Oh, someone redeemed a posture check. Thank you, Pineapple. My back thanks you.
Oh, wait, I remember this mission. It's a little hard. Maybe I'll do the other mission first. Okay, ghosts have taken up residence in my castle. The racket is just terrible. Yeah.
This guy again.
These damn ghosts are so noisy. You damn kids!
Go back to sleep.
Apparently, I'm the one they're trying to haunt, but I lack the ability to exorcise ghosts. Well, you know, you just gotta put on one of those, you know, DVDs.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, wrong kind of exorcise.
No, I think
Well, you do something about it, I'll make it worth your while. So I think that would be a funny, oh, whoops. I think that would be a funny sketch. We need to exorcise the demon. All right, let's exorcise the demon. And left. And right.
And then the demon's just like, I don't want to do this anymore, and he just leaves.
Yeah, we did it. We exorcised the demon.
That would be a good joke.
Yeah.
Let's see. Alpha says hello, and he also says he likes your shirt a lot.
Oh, thank you.
Toko wants to talk about his FNAF idea. Oh yeah, he has his own Five Nights at Freddy's the fanfic that he's been.
Oh, okay.
Chamber should belong to a mime mutation. They can create invisible boxes around people or things. That would be cool, but no. Katela says, guys, good morning here in Philippines. Did you guys get started streaming? I set an alarm for your stream because all your streams always start at 6:30 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah, we started like 5 minutes early.
Yeah, we started about 5-10 minutes early because Andrew has
because I have to leave early today. I literally just found out about it, so we're like, ah, crap, let's start now.
Yeah, that way you guys get more streaming. Don't worry, this will be going up on the VODs channel like they all have been. Alright, who's the next one? The next one is named Maggot.
What, he has maggots growing out of him?
Sort of. First, he has blue skin. And second, he has 2 maggots in his stomach.
Oh,
That the only way he can eat is by spitting them out. And then those maggots digest things for him, and then he re-swallows them.
Lovely.
And I think they also give him, like, extra energy or something, but overall, that's basically his whole power. Oh, this one. I forgot about this guy. Skin.
What, he can regenerate his skin?
No, his skin is very elastic.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just... it's always loose.
Why even come up with a mutant name? Just be Fred and say I have this weird condition. Like, you're not going and fighting with the X-Men, are you?
He is, apparently.
What?
He has...
shit. Fucking hell.
He has a perpetually loose skin at all times. It's always slightly hanging off his body. And he can't... So he always looked like this weird, creepy guy, with his skin falling off. It's also perpetually...
No, give me my fucking XP.
Bone white.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's his whole mutation.
That's really stupid.
Okay, let's see if you can guess this one. This one should be obvious. Blob Herman.
How the fuck is that supposed to be obvious?
It's not.
Fuck you.
I'll give you 3 guesses. And
no, I have no guesses. Just tell me what it is. I'm sick of this.
His skin is transparent.
How the fuck was I gonna guess that?
I don't, because he kind of looks like a glob.
Yeah.
Literally, it's just
you look like a glob.
Yeah, he's literally just his skin is transparent, so you can see his muscles, his bones, and his organs at all times.
Jesus Christ, this is hard.
Okay, this one should be obvious. I've talked about him before. Ugly John.
He's ugly.
You're half right. He has 3 faces, which are all perpetually ugly.
Great.
That's his mutation.
Okay, ugly Brahma over here.
And now we get into the ones that don't even have mutant names, like Bailey Hoskins. You're not gonna be. I don't think.
Yeah, how am I supposed to guess that? It's literally just Bailey Hoskins.
Let me see. Oh, I know which one it is. He's the guy who can explode one time, and then he dies.
I thought it was a girl.
Nope, it's a guy. Yeah, he the way they found out about his powers, because Beast did some tests on him. It's like, yeah, you have the mutant X gene, and what it can do is you can blow up one time.
You can use self-destruct.
Yeah, literally, that's his mutation, and it's strong. He can. It's like
there was self-destruct.
Like the explosion is like the size of a skyscraper, but you get one chance to use it.
It's like that one meme. Did you know you can drink lava, but only once?
Yeah, literally, he is a meme power. Oh, they didn't even have. There's one guy. Oh wait, maybe
this guy never runs out of stamina.
They didn't have some of the other ones, like the guy who can vomit very powerfully, like can shoot his vomit like 5 feet out, or the guy who can stretch, but he can only stretch the length of 6 feet maximum, or the guy whose whole mutation is he just has blue skin. Yeah, these are all mutant powers in X-Men that someone thought, you know, would be a cool idea. Let's just make a guy who's a fucking bird but can't fly.
Instead of just making them, background tragic characters, they're fucking X-Men.
Yeah, some of them are. I think Longneck might not be an X-Man, but...
Longneck, tell us what's going on over there in the back of the parade.
Yeah, basically, yeah. He always has to sit at the top.
I used to think this was a curse. Then the Macy's Day Parade began, and I realized it was a blessing.
You know, he'd be able to...
Finally, God.
Yeah. I don't... These are some weird-ass powers. Oh, wow. 2 dead people? How am I not surprised? How are we doing? We're doing pretty good, Catelo. Andrew's a little stressed, but besides that,
I'm just annoyed that I have to leave early.
Everything else, he's really happy. You're excited for MK1 to a degree.
I am actually not at all excited for MK1, but I would like it to be good. Please be good.
You know,
because MK11 was trash in my opinion, so I don't let myself get excited until they earn my trust back.
I think the best thing you can go into this one, especially since they're literally saying what this is go into it as a reboot and a restart.
No, even if it's a reboot, though, like
it still has to be fun.
It still has to have a decent roster of characters, which 11 didn't. It still needs to not have a fucking store at all, which 11 did, and it still needs to not paywall any fatalities, brutalities, specials. Some people say, oh no, only the brutalities were paywall. It's still unacceptable, even if that is true. Like, you can't paywall anything in a game that already costs money to buy. The only thing I'm actually kind of excited for is the fact that Omni-Man and Homelander are going to be DLC.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
Held shut by some power. I killed her. Oh, there's another way to go. So yeah, like, if they pull any of that anti-consumer garbage, I'm gonna get angry.
I would expect them to be honest.
Well then, yeah, I'm not gonna be excited. Like, I don't get excited for anti-consumer crap. Like, MK9 had none of that, so what? And it was a huge success, so what's the excuse, honestly?
Because it makes them more money. That's the reason.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying there's no. It makes you a ton of money to like break into someone's house and steal all their shit. Doesn't make it okay. Like,
unfortunately, most people disagree with you on that front, where they don't care.
Especially, I don't think most people disagree. I just think there are enough people who don't care enough that it works.
That's a better way of putting it. Right. So that's why I say I would expect. With the fatalities and things, I would, I would prefer if instead of paying for DLC characters, it was a. Well, actually, that one.
I don't mind you adding like DLC characters and expansions into an already feature complete fun game, because it's like buying something awesome and then getting something else awesome on top of that. That's fine. But if you buy something and it sucks ass. Then they go, okay, if you want the game to be good, you have to give us more money now. That's where, like, the line is in my opinion.
Here's my question. Which would you prefer? Having to pay for new abilities or having to grind for new things?
Grind.
Alright, like, now, when I say grind, I mean like how it was in, what was it, Injustice 2.
Injustice 2 made it almost goddamn impossible. And the reason they did it that way is because they were trying to get you to pay for it. That's what makes... Anytime there's an insanely insufferable grind in a game, it's because payment is an option. So that's why I want you to just not have payment at all. Like, some absolutely smooth-brained morons go, it's player choice. No, it isn't. They're taking choices away and trying to make it an absolute hassle to actually play the game. Because, why would you enjoy playing a game? Like, fucking hell. Like, how stupid is that? And, like, because they want to squeeze more money out of you. It's ridiculous. Like, and people actually justified that in, like, the Marvel's Avengers games. They were like, oh, it's okay that they're charging $20 per skin because they're giving you all the actual expansions for free. Yeah, all one of them.
Yeah, if they gave more of the expansions for free.
I would have rather paid for the expansions, honestly, and received a feature-complete game where every cosmetic could be earned through gameplay. For two reasons. One, you'd have something to play for in the game. Like, that was one reason everyone stopped playing. They're like, well, I can't, like, earn any of these skins through gameplay, so what's the point? Like, you literally couldn't earn them through gameplay. And two, like, if you charged money for the expansions, you'd be more inclined to make expansions. Like, and make them good. Like, they had one good expansion with War for Wakanda, and their other expansion was Future Imperfect, which was extremely short and lame. Then they had, like, then they launched Spider-Man with no story missions.
Yeah.
They launched Winter Soldier with no story missions. They launched, Jane Foster Thor with no story missions. Kate Bishop was the first one, and she had, like, 2 story missions. It was, like, so short and pointless. Because, and so they broke their promises about how every character would have an expansion with it. They also broke their promise about no loot boxes and no pay-to-win microtransactions. They added both of those in because they weren't making enough money. It was a terrible system.
Yeah, that...
Like, and I was one of the people who was like, this game's actually pretty fun when it came out, and then they made it worse and worse and worse, and I got so upset. Like...
Yeah, that really... That does suck.
Yeah. So that's why you just shouldn't have those microtransactions at all, because it incentivizes you to make the game worse.
I disagree. You can be incentivized to make the game better and have microtransactions. The problem is clearly, at least with that company, their goal was to focus on the microtransaction part, not the gameplay. If they had focused on making good games, focused on, if they had one team for like cosmetics and things, which they would charge for, and then another team for the gameplay, I think it would have worked better, but it seemed like they just made the team focus on both things, and that made both things
it's not like it was free to play. It was a $60 to $80 game up front.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, they should have made a big story game first, just a single-player game, and then after that tried to make like a multiplayer game.
And plus, like, some of those DLC characters were downright insulting. Like, the Jane Foster Thor was just Thor again.
Wasn't Kate Bishop also just Hawkeye again?
Yeah, Kate Bishop and Hawkeye had the exact same melee attacks and ranged attacks. The only thing that was different about them was their supers and intrinsic ability. But, Jane Foster Thor had the exact same attacks, the exact same intrinsic ability, and 2 out of 3 of the exact same supers. It's like you changed one super. That's all you did.
That's nothing.
That's unacceptable. Yeah. You can't do that.
That's clearly... in both those cases, that is clearly...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
That is clearly just... They were really lazy.
And then Winter Soldier was just Captain America merged with Black Widow.
Yeah, that's kind of unique. At least.
It's better than the Jane Foster thing, and you could argue maybe it's better than the 2 Hawkeyes thing also, but come on, like people like we're defending it so hard, saying they're giving us all this stuff for free. First of all, none of it's free because it's a $60 to $80 game in the first place that launched unfinished, so it's not free. Second, what did they give you? They gave you. So the art, like, Kate Bishop was her own character, cool. But then Clint came out and was almost exactly the same. Spider-Man was his own character, but he was only on PlayStation, and he was a way inferior version of the Sony Spider-Man we already had. Black Panther was his own character, great expansion. That was the only great thing they added. And it's because, you kind of have to make Black Panther great, especially right after Chadwick Boseman passes.
Yeah, that's true.
And then they give you an exact copy of Thor and 2 characters merged together. They just kept reusing assets over and over again. I was like, put Quicksilver in. That would be so different. Put Doctor Strange in. That would be so different. Put Wolverine in. That would be so different. Like, do something, my god. I think I only have to kill that other warrior and then the mission's done. The problem is he has a fuck ton of health and he never runs out of stamina. I have to get rid of that spider first, though. So yeah, like, I went off on a bit of a tangent there, but that's why I am not excited for MK1.
Yeah, I get it.
Like, I want to be. I don't like not being excited for one of my favorite game franchises. I love Mortal Kombat so much as a whole. I grew up with Mortal Kombat. I grew up with the arcade machines. And then, when I finally got a PS2, my mom, she probably shouldn't have, but she got me MK Shaolin Monks and MK Armageddon. But, I'm glad she did. And I loved both of those games so much. And I played pretty much every... And I eventually got all of the MK games that you could get for at-home consoles. I even played MK vs. DC, which is considered by many to be the black sheep of MK. And I'm like, it's not that bad, you guys. There have been way worse MK games. You played MK Mythology's Sub-Zero. That game is terrible.
I get it, because that's how I feel about Kingdom Hearts right now with Kingdom Hearts 4.
Yeah.
And I saw someone post online, it's like, do we have any news about
oh, shit.
Kingdom Hearts 4? Do we know when it's coming out? And And I'm looking at that, I'm like, and I'm just laughing to myself because, like, dude, they gave us the trailer last year, and knowing them, they take like a year for any new info to come out after the trailer at least.
That reminds me of everyone who was like, "There's a Percy Jackson show coming out," like 2 years after it was announced.
Yeah, that's honestly to be expected, is because they announce things early for their investors. Because then what happens is the fans of the show get all excited and start talking about it, and the investors look at that and go, "Oh, this will make us money," so they start giving them money.
Yeah.
But
God, his stamina recharge is so fast. I can't rely on breaking this guy's stamina.
Generally, in the modern day, because they can take their time with stuff after they announce it, don't expect it for another minimum 2 to 3 years, especially if it's a movie or TV show. Especially then, because usually they announce it right after the script and director is on. They haven't even filmed anything yet at that point.
Yeah.
With games...
Like, they announced Elder Scrolls 6 way too early.
Yeah, there hasn't been any news in, what, 4 years?
I don't even think they're making it yet. Still, I think they just started making it.
Yeah, because they
just announced it because they were like, we know we're gonna make it, might as well let people know.
Yeah, same with, they didn't have a trailer for this, but they have announced it, Grand Theft Auto 6.
Well, they are working on that.
Yeah, like, they're working on it, but they also just came out.
What's funny is when the build leaks, some people are like, "This looks terrible." It's like, oh yeah, it's like they just started, and you weren't supposed to see this. It's not like it's a trailer.
This is the pre-alpha. This is when they're literally like, this is like when you're like, I'm gonna make a sandwich, and all you've done is get the bread
out of the thing.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, that looks terrible because it's nothing.
Oh shit, I have to kill another one? Oh god.
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. You only used up 1 elixir and you got it back.
Yeah, but I used my super on that guy also.
Yeah.
These guys are hard to fight, honestly. Okay, let's grind a little bit. What do we got here?
It's gonna be,
Oh no! Oh, I hate these things. Hey, crap.
After you beat the first one, you did pretty good with the rest of them.
I know, but they're so annoying, is the thing. But at least they flinch when I hit them.
They also seem to take decent damage.
Okay, this one feels like kind of a pushover. Oh! That's what I get for saying that. Okay. No.
You're out of stamina.
Yeah. Come here. Come here. They have a lot of range. That's one thing that makes them annoying. And they always run away. Oh shit, another guy.
Yeah, you killed her, and she won't come back. So.
I can do this. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm hoping she dropped an elixir, too. Oh, good, she dropped 2! Yay!
So, what about Chucky? We'll figure it out. So for some context for Andrew, this deals with the animatronics from Security Breach and Ruin.
Okay, so the glam rock animatronics, then?
Yes.
Yeah, Shane knows all about this, obviously.
I mean, I've learned more because everybody's been talking about it recently. The plot is that there are 4 different groups fighting each other while trying to capture a race of creatures called the Copies. He has a bunch of mini mimics running around.
Oh, okay.
Andrew and Shane, make your god team of 3 with your favorite gods. No primordials and no gods that can eat you or unalive you with a thought. My team will be Hephaestus.
So nobody who's like omnipotent, basically.
He says his team is Hephaestus, Susano, and Kukulkan.
Honestly, Hephaestus and Susano would be a deadly duo, because Hephaestus could make insane weapons for Susano. And Susano's really powerful. I would replace Susano with Izanagi, though, because Izanagi is more powerful than Susano. It's his father.
Hmm.
And we know he's more powerful because he banished Susano at one point, and Susano had to abide by it because Izanagi was more powerful.
Ah, okay.
But Susano is an insane powerhouse, so yeah.
Is there any other stronger, what do you call them? Forge gods?
Let's see, there's I believe her name is Brigid from Celtic myth. She's a forge goddess.
Hmm, okay.
She's also known sometimes as the triple goddess, because kind of like Hecate, she is sometimes depicted with 3 faces.
Ah, okay. Halo says his girlfriend says that they are both that you and him are the same person because you have the same body type and hair. That's interesting.
Okay.
Someone having the same hair as you from the Philippines.
That is interesting.
Unless you don't mean the color, you're talking about the way it's shaped, in which case, okay, that makes sense.
He probably doesn't mean the color.
Yeah, because blonde is a surprisingly rare color, even though it's one of the main 3. I mean, there are really only 3 natural.
Oh, we have enough to level up. Sweet.
So we should spend it all on booze. Ooh,
that.
The water.
There
spot.
it is.
The jacuzzi.
Yeah, the jacuzzi.
I remember in the. This is a weird memory I have, and I always think about this when I think of the word jacuzzi. In the iCarly / Victorious crossover.
Yeah.
Jacuzzi, my favorite Italian word for hot, bubbling water thing. Like,
okay.
Why?
Why not? Wait, when did I use up another elixir?
Are we suddenly only allowed to have 7? Is the game telling us no more than 7 for this mission? We want to make.
I just forgot. I don't know. God, I have to kill one more of those assholes.
You'll do it. You'll be fine.
Yeah, but they take fucking forever to kill. There's so many. Fucking.
Not like we're on a time crunch.
Oh yeah, of course not.
You know, I'm gonna look up some stupid, some more stupid powers.
Ah, you mother!
Because I think that was entertaining to watch you go, what the hell are you talking about? Alright, let's see. Worst.
Oh god.
Most useless. No, not most usually useless.
Most usually powered. Okay, well I unlocked a shortcut to the guy, so that's good.
Alright, most useless superheroes. Okay, these are the top 10 on Fandom Wire.
These are some of the superheroes of all time.
The first one is Razorback. I want to see if you can figure out what his power is.
He's what, a crocodile?
You're half right, he's an animal.
Okay.
Well, he's not an animal, he's just a guy in an animal suit. It's a...
Okay.
He's a guy in a...
It's because there's another Marvel character named Diamondback, like Luke Cage's arch nemesis.
Oh, yeah. No, this is a DC character, I think.
Oh.
And he's a guy who wears a warthog costume.
I'm just gonna be really near the shrine in case I die.
He's a hero and a minor celebrity in Arkansas.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, I have my super again. Good.
His power includes the mutant... Oh, he's a mutant. Never mind. The mutant ability to drive or pilot...
You liar!
I forgot his power is he can drive any vehicle. That's his mutant power.
Oh,
okay. And for some reason he decided to wear a warthog outfit.
Okay, I've got this guy, like, way down. That was a great combo. I just strung him in. Fuck you. I want this mission to be over! I do not like it, Sam I am.
How healing items work in this game is you get one more after collecting a certain amount of the green guys.
Oh, the Kodamas?
Yeah, we know that already. We've been playing this game. You mean if you have that Kodama thing
No,
activated...
I think he means if you collect a certain amount, you can hold one more.
Oh, you mean you can have max... Our max should be 8, though. It was before.
Yeah, no, I think I just spent one and forgot. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
One more hit. Yeah, and it's
Toko,
over.
you can always call them the Frogos.
Yeah, see,
by the
we
yeah,
can hold it.
You can call them Frogos. We'll know what you're talking about.
No, I know what a Kodama is.
Yeah, but he just said green guys.
Well, I still knew what he meant.
If you collect none of them, you only get a max of 3, but if you collect more of them, the max... Wait, is the maximum 8, or is there a higher maximum than that? Okay, the next superhero, this guy is going to be really hard for you to place down.
So, it was them, was it? Who?
You know,
we
them,
didn't uncover any lore.
Them, Andrew.
Tangled up in their hates and passions even after death. How tiresome they can be. You know what? Handle your own shit. Well, your work was well done, but if it had been the swordsman Shogun, even you might have struggled to prevail. You know, fuck you. You know, are we the bad guy?
No, but we're clearly working for one.
We got a new Kusanagi, so that's cool.
The maximum is 8. Really? Oh, that's annoying.
That sucks. You'd think it would be 10 at least. Alright, well, whatever. We
It's-
have the maximum, I guess.
It's kind of annoying we can't get a higher maximum when we go to a new area and find new Kodama.
Ooh, damn. +3 weapon
Do it.
damage. Fuck yeah.
Do whatever you want.
Hand key. That's nice.
So this guy, I'm gonna see if you can guess his overall theme. It's gonna be really hard. His name is NFL Superhero.
Oh, fuck off. He plays in the NFL?
Yes, it was a crossover between
Oh, I can't see the weight
I think it was
anymore.
between
Alright, I'll
Marvel
have to start
Comics and the NFL. Don't know why they had a crossover in the 90s, but okay.
I don't know. They were both struggling.
Yeah, I don't know if the NFL was struggling.
NFL's struggling now.
It is, yeah. That is true. Phil Grayfield was a football player who suffered a knee injury, and after the injury, it ended his football career.
Oh my god.
So he turns to sports journalism, and he didn't want to sit on the sideline, so instead he decided to become a superhero. And he did it by wearing an indestructible sports uniform.
Yeah, okay.
When I heard about that, I was like, wait, so you can make an indestructible uniform? Why not give that to someone like, I don't know, Captain America?
Because
He could
sports.
Yeah, okay. It resets every time you go to a new location. Oh, that's dumb. That's actually dumb. So the only thing we get to carry over is our levels?
I don't remember ever being capped out at 3, though. That doesn't sound right. I don't know. Mount Hiei lies to the northeast of Kyoto. For many years, it has served as a barrier to keep fiends and curses out of the capital. Now this magical barrier is on the verge of collapse thanks to the spikes Kelly has been planting. We must make our way there at once. Damn it,
I think
Kelly.
this guy is working for Kelly. He looks evil.
You think just because he has a turban.
No,
Listen
it's
here, you
covering
hateful
his
man.
face. Anytime someone covers
There's a
their
bunch
face
of
in Japanese
Kodama
movie.
here, it seems.
What? No, that's no. Alright, next superhero is
Oh god.
the Thunderer.
Thunder powers.
Radio operator Jerry Carstairs have developed
What?
his own costume with a built-in speaker system.
What?
Loud enough to shock people and deafen anyone crossing
What
his
the
path.
fuck are you talking about?
He basically has a built-in microphone allowing him to hurt your eardrums by yelling at you.
Wait, how come I can't see my weight? Wait. Oh, because this is a weapon. Stupid.
Yeah, you're not on armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh, wait,
he
that's
does.
an Odachi.
He doesn't
I
have
don't
thunder
an
powers.
Odachi.
He has the power to yell at you really loud.
Shit, what was I using before? Oh, cool. That's powerful. So he just has the power to yell at people.
Yeah, except for it's not even a power, it's just part of his suit.
Great.
Oh, Cypher. Oh, why didn't they mention Cypher? Well, Cypher's actually not that useless. His whole power... you want to see if you can
You
guess?
had me thinking of Slifer.
Not Slifer. Swiper, no swiping. No, his power is he can read, write, and communicate in any language at the moment he needs to.
Okay, I've maxed out familiarity with this, so maybe I should switch to the 399.
Hi,
weapon
Paul.
that has
Bye, Paul.
No familiarity.
Paul came in and was like, "Sorry, I'm late. I think I'm gonna go now. So bye."
Wow.
That was
What a journey we just went through together, Paul.
not Paul. He was here for so much. What could you have done?
Same power, but no familiarity. Oh, this will definitely
Yep.
be good.
All right, Paul. If you got somewhere to be, you got somewhere to be. Have a good one.
Okay.
You can always just leave it running in the background
Ooh, even more power.
and mute the tab.
Even more power. Nice.
I've seen my brother and sisters die in this journey. What do you mean? This journey? We've never died in this journey. We have always survived.
We are unkillable. Ooh, even more power. Nice. Cool. Alright. Bows. It's not a bow.
What about a bolo?
I'll put a bolo out on you.
Got him. I'm already the bolo master.
Uh-huh.
Have you seen Blue Beetle yet?
No, have you?
Nah, I think the only person I know who wants to see it is you. Besides myself. I want to see it, but I'm like, I also don't want to see it super badly because I know it's not going to matter. Especially since it already...
It's gonna connect to the new universe, apparently.
That's what they say, but I don't think it will matter because it already flopped, so... And one thing we know about studios, if a movie doesn't do well, they won't mention it again.
I am a little curious about it, though.
I know, Alpha. I know you said it's good, Alpha, but unfortunately, regardless of how good it is, it did not do well.
And if it's good, I still don't... It'd still be fun to see, I think.
Yeah, it might be. My overly sensitive fire alarm once again doesn't like me frying some eggs. Well, that's annoying.
Those eggs could kill us all!
Eggs being fried, detection activated. Stop frying eggs. Stop frying eggs.
You're gonna have to stop that right this minute, sir.
Ooh, Alpha, I saw a thing online, and since you're in the UK, you should be able to...
We are wearing such a mismatched outfit right now. This fucking top.
Or no, you're in London. Either way, I saw a picture where it showed a guy with a window that had like a latch connected to it, and he couldn't open the window all the way. Is that a common thing there? And apparently people in the comments were like, well, it's to keep drunk people and children from falling out the window. And you can ask for a key to the lock, but why... It doesn't... That just sounds like extra steps from just locking it normally. Because, like, if you don't want the kids to fall out the window, just have a normal lock. Why does it need this chain thing that you gotta ask for a key? That sounds like just extra steps.
I don't know. It's because kids will unlock the window and then jump out the window.
Also, if kids are falling out the window that often, that's kind of on the parents, isn't it? I've never wanted...
I mean, you know, it's part of a parent's job to make sure that's not doable, so maybe that's what the key thing is for.
Yeah, but the guy who posted it was like, I can't open this window, and he wanted to open the window, so...
Oh, well, okay, then yeah.
It's safety features, yes, but it's different from area to area. I figure it would be different from area to area. After a long time away...
You know in Las Vegas hotels you can't open the windows at all.
Yeah, that's because they do have a lot of drunk addicts.
Yeah, they have drunk people
and drug
being
addicts.
Stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you can ask for it, but you have to prove that you're sober or something like that. I don't know. But they also have AC there, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's like they don't need to be open. Never been uncomfortable in a Vegas hotel room.
Yeah, that's because those things are fucking huge, and they have so much money going into them because of the gambling.
We are about to make a lot of Amrita.
I love watching videos of people who work at hotels as like managers and stuff, talking about what they'll do to keep guests there to keep gambling. Like, oh, we'll give them free drink tickets. We'll upgrade their room to a VIP suite. We'll give them free show tickets. And it's like, on the one hand, I don't like gambling, but on the other hand...
Can I just go there and get the free stuff and not gamble?
No, here's what you do. You go there, you go with like $300 to gamble, purposely lose, right?
Ooh, just got 12
and then be like, maybe, and then just stand near a manager. You know, I'd stay, but I keep losing my money. And then when they give you the free stuff, you use it up and leave.
Peace out. Yeah, we have 100,000 Amrita now. Nice. All right.
Here's a life tip, by the way. I'm going to give this one for free. If you ever do go to a place like Vegas for gambling, what you should do is when you go there, take, like, let's say $100. Take that $100, and you're only going to use that $100 to gamble. If you lose all that $100 and you, from your winnings, you only get $50, that's fine. Do not keep putting...
One guy said a thing. It's like, here's one way you should look at money. If you lend someone money, lend it expecting that money is gone. Mm-hmm. And if they don't pay you back, just don't lend them money again. Same way for gambling. When you go gamble money, bring money that you're fine with just losing.
Yeah.
And don't be like, oh, I'm going to make all my money back. No. That's like a very rare thing, which you'll be very blessed if you do. And if you do, you should probably leave immediately. Like if you win money in Vegas. But bring money where you're like, this is money that I'm fine losing. Like this money, like we're gambling for fun. We're not gambling like oh, a kitsune. Hey.
Weirdly orange. I don't know. Whenever I see images of kitsune, they're always drawn with like blue fire. So that's why.
Oh, they've been depicted either way.
I guess, yeah. I guess
the only reason in my game I made the Huli Jing red and the Kitsune blue was to make them more distinguishable.
Because they're more or less the same thing.
Yeah,
it's a magic
they
font.
are the same thing, basically.
It's like how there's 10 billion magic boars.
There's also there's also fox spirits in Korean mythology.
Yeah.
It just keeps going.
I'm not surprised because Japanese mythology has a lot of has a lot of copying from Chinese mythology, and then Korean mythology has a lot of copying.
Asian mythology has influenced each other a lot.
Yeah,
like,
it really has.
It's like even like Buddhism and like Hinduism has influenced like China and Japan and shit.
Yeah. And that's not to say like, oh, one is just inferior or it's just a straight copy.
That's just how the world is.
It's
we all
humans.
borrow from each other, we all learn from each other,
Yeah,
we all inspire each other. And that's one reason I always thought the whole, like, when people get mad about, like, stuff like, oh, you're appropriating my culture, it's like, the world is people taking inspiration from each other's cultures and beliefs. That's just how the world is.
And the other problem with that whole you're taking from my culture is, first of all, it's not like you can't use it anymore. Second, when you do that, you actually allow more of the evil people to do things with it. Like what happened in the Middle East, there was this huge temple, and ISIS did not like that temple existed. And so they went around destroying ancient cultural artifacts in their own country, and nobody was allowed to interfere because it was their country. And it's like, but those don't belong to ISIS, they belong to the world. That's human history.
I do think it's a little silly when people say, no, only I'm allowed to talk about my culture. It's like, you didn't write it. Like,
yeah, that would be like if the only person
you're enjoying something that came from someone else, so why can't anyone else, like, as well? Why do you have any more right than other people do? Is it because of the color of your skin? That's...
Or where
There's
you
a word
be
for
born.
that. There's a word for that.
Yeah,
you know, like,
it's a very short-sighted thought process is the problem. And it's like, obviously, if it's like what happened in ancient times where British people literally went into other countries and stole their stuff. Or...
Look, I'd obviously, you can get mad if people are fucking with your culture and causing problems for it and saying horrible things about it. But, like...
And I defend you.
Yeah.
Oh, he's human.
Oh, no! Fuck you! At first I was like, what are you doing just standing there, man? Are you that done with this fight?
No, he's just trying to stall it out. What?
I'm pretty used to fighting these guys. In a big open area like this, these guys are easy to fight.
Yeah, it's
just when it's cramped is when it's challenging, because then they take up the whole hallway.
Oh, thanks for following The Real Gilgamesh.
Oh, there's another Kodama.
I like that name, The Real Gilgamesh.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of this imposter who's been going around.
After a long time, Paul has returned. Toko said about his idea, the first teams are the main character, Gregory, Vanessa, Glamrock, Freddy, I can't read.
So basically the crew from Security Breach.
Yes, and the second team is The Mimic, teamed with The Mimic, Cassie, and Roxy.
So the team from Ruin, basically.
The third team is Monty, Glamrock, Chica, and Eclipse.
Okay, so just the rest of them.
And the final team is
stamina
Glamrock, Foxy, 3 who's an OC from a previous FNAF idea.
Glamrock, Foxy.
And
Glamrock,
Foxy.
Yeah, I think Roxy was supposed to be the stand-in for Foxy in Security Breach.
Oh, that makes sense.
You can kind of tell by the names, yeah.
Glamrock, Foxy, and 3. 3 is the other character's name.
The character's named 3?
Yeah, his original character.
Okay.
In my area, we have these unscrollable notches that stop it going all the way unless you remove them. Interesting. Hey guys, what do you think Marvel is so successful when it comes to the connected universe through movies and series, and DC failed so bad?
Because DC didn't know how to build it up properly. They tried to rush so hard into certain things. And they, like... Well, yeah, that, mainly. I actually loved Man of Steel. I know that's a divisive movie, but I thought it was... I really enjoyed it. I've rewatched it a couple of times, and it's one... Like, I mean, I think if you watch it now, especially comparing it to, like, other DC films, people will appreciate it a lot.
I think it's one of the most underrated comic book films, for sure.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if I would say the most, because I can't think of all of them off the top of my head.
And like, people, like, get mad because they're like, oh, Superman, like, lets innocent people die in this. It's like, it's not like he's just standing there and doing nothing. He's still learning. This is early on in his, like, you know, superhero career. It's understandable that he's gonna make mistakes and like try to be better later.
Yeah,
and that's what makes a character flawed, and not just, you know, a Mary Sue.
Or a Gary Stew, as they call him for
Gary Stew, that's what they say?
That's what some people say. I don't know if it's
I thought we
called-
just called all of them Mary Stew.
I like calling him Gary Stews, because I just find that all so funny.
Also, you know, what, like, because when they just took it one movie at a time, I thought they did a great job. Like, I loved Man of Steel. I loved Wonder Woman, the first one. I loved Shazam. I loved Aquaman. It's like, you should have just done it in this order. And the parts of Batman v Superman where it just focused on Batman were awesome. It's like, you should have just made a Batman movie first. It's like, yes, I know we have 100 of them, but, you know, if you want to build up a universe, then you got to do this in order.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misread. It was not the real Gilgamesh who joined. It was Optimus Phillip. Welcome, Optimus Phillip. Roll out.
Okay, cool.
He has rolled in.
Thanks for rolling.
They see me rolling. They like it.
Okay.
Here's my explanation. This is going to be a little bit wordier and more technical than Andrew's. The reason why the MCU has worked, or did work so well, is because they actually did not plan to make a connected universe at first. Because if you look back at it, when they made Iron Man, they still weren't owned by Disney at that point. They were just Marvel Comics.
And neither was Hulk.
Yeah, neither was Hulk. Well, Hulk, they had sold off a few years before to Universal Studios. So only Universal Studios had the right to make, and still has the rights to make solo Hulk films, which is why we won't get one for a while. Another one of these
Into
guys.
the open. Come over here, out of that cramped area. What was I just talking about?
And when they made the first Iron Man film, Marvel Comics was actually about to go broke. So it was their go for broke movie.
But Iron Man was such a huge hit that it helped out a lot.
It helped out a lot, and so they immediately started making Iron Man 2. And around the time they were developing Iron Man 2, Disney bought them. And the guys who were making it were thinking, Jon Favreau, because he's the guy who did Iron Man 1. He was like, what if we, like, put in little ideas about maybe connecting universe if we get big enough? It was a very big if. It was not prepared that way. And then they built up to Avengers, and if you watch Avengers, it's kind of built as the end of the series if it has to be. Like, they have plans for future films, but there's no, like, oh, there's definitely something. There's, like, a peak.
Thanos, hello.
But it's a very small thing. It's just, like, he just kind of shows up in a chair. You could end it there.
He's not
and
in a chair. He does a head turn.
Right.
He's in a chair in Guardians of the Galaxy.
That's right. My bad. And
fool.
Then
the character everyone Googled after the film.
Exactly.
Oh, Kappa! Get over here! No! How did that miss? No! I want that! Give me your things!
You gotta be, like, right up on his booty.
What? Hey! Fuck you!
You're about to die.
I know.
Oh, he's so low.
I know! This stupid dweller is causing problems.
Nice job.
Okay, I did it.
Anyways, the problem is every other studio saw how well Marvel was doing with Avengers, and they said, we want to do that.
Yeah, and it's like, if you want to do it the way they did it. No, the problem is the Mummy made the same mistake.
Yeah, with the Monsters universe, which could have been a cool idea.
I wanted it! I wanted the Monsters universe. I was like, yes, do it! And then they ruined it.
Yeah, halfway through the film, it was like, oh, this is what's going on?
Yeah, like, the movie jumped all over the place. It jumped from, like, London to Egypt to, like, Iraq to just too much.
Yeah, it didn't have any direction. That was the problem, is instead of thinking about, okay, we're gonna make good movies, and then we'll connect those good movies, they thought, we're gonna make a cinematic universe, and here are the movies we'll have tied together, and you have to try and do that as quickly as possible.
They really needed to develop Tom Cruise's character more in The Mummy. That was a big problem.
Yeah, he was just Tom Cruise.
Like, at the end, it's like, no, he's not. I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil a 7-year-old failed movie. Like, at the end of the movie, it's like, no, he's not evil. He has good in him. And, like, yeah, it's like, first of all, like, I don't even fully buy why fucking Jekyll thought he was so evil to in the first place, or why the Mummy did, just because he's a thief, like, that's it. Like, add more complexity to his character. And second, I don't believe he's good enough to overcome fucking Set inside him.
Yeah.
Like, again, you need to add more complexity to his character. And what even is he at the end of the film? Like, he's just Set? That's not an, like... Look, I love Set. I'm the mythology guy. You know I do.
Yeah.
But, like, it's like...
But
what are we supposed to be hyped for at the end of the film if you're a Universal monster movie fan? It's like at the end of Iron Man, they show Nick Fury, and if you know Marvel Comics, hey, Nick Fury. Or like at the end of Iron Man 2, they show Thor's hammer, and if you know Marvel Comics, hey, Thor's hammer. If you know Universal monster movie, it's like, I don't know who the fuck this is. What is Tom Cruise now?
Yeah, like he's not the Mummy. He's not the Wolfman.
He's not like Van Helsing.
Yeah, he's not like, Dracula. He's not any recognizable character. He's just maybe Set. And even the movie doesn't know what he is at the end.
Jekyll Hyde just like suddenly like comes in and is like, I'm here to take over the film all of a sudden.
Yeah, like, they should have saved Jekyll and Hyde for the after
credits. That should have been the after credits scene. Like Jekyll Hyde showing up and like, I don't know, picking up the remains of the mummy or something.
Yeah, you could have done more, or even just copy and pasted the bar scene where he comes in.
Motherfucker!
Well, maybe you can shoot the left guy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to lure one away from the other, and notice they're not like the permadeath enemies.
Yeah.
So, ugh. Okay, you come here. Well, I wasn't expecting that. God damn it!
Just let him get out.
I know, but God, wouldn't that have been?
Oh, they're
nice?
healing from the crystal.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
Maybe destroying the crystal will make them permadie.
I'm not gonna.
I think if I get him away from the crystal, it won't heal him. Yeah, it's not healing him now. Good.
No, it is.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, well, it's doing it slowly.
It's that red aura that they have. That's what heals them.
Okay, well, these crystals take too many hits to kill, so I can't use the super on him because I'm going to need it for the infinite... Oh, shit. I'm going to need the super for infinite stamina to break the crystal.
Yeah, that makes sense. What about the post-credit scene in Iron Man 1? That was a pretty big hint to a connected universe. But here's the thing.
But like movies were doing that all the time back then. The Mario Brothers movie, the bad one, ended with a hint of like a sequel, but they weren't actually planning to do one. So did Godzilla 1998.
Yeah, having a hint at the... Here's the thing, though. When you have a hint at the end of the movie that says... Hey, if this movie does well, we have ideas for the future. That's about it. The problem is with DC, they literally came out of the gates and said, okay, we're going to make Man of Steel, and if that does well, we'll think about First they told us we'll make a Man of Steel 2 if it does well, maybe.
Maybe I should just rush the crystal.
Because
I'm going to use my super.
If you want to try it, go right ahead.
Ah! Leroy Jenkins! It's broken!
Oh, it insta-killed them.
Yes, it insta-killed them. Okay, that was totally worth it.
Now we know that that's how that works.
Okay, well, glad that's done.
With Man of Steel, this is literally... I remember how this news went out, because I used to follow movie news super heavy back then. So they were like, the last movie we did wasn't doing well. Warner Brothers was kind of in a bad place financially, and they said, okay, we're going to make a Superman film. We don't plan to make another film to follow it up. Literally, as soon as Man of Steel 2 came out...
Man of Steel 2
Or Man of Steel 1, sorry. As soon as Man of Steel 1 came out, they were like, this did well, so we're going to make a Man of Steel 2. And then instead of making Man of Steel 2, they said, okay, actually, we're going to make Batman v Superman.
I really wish we had gotten Man of Steel 2.
I know, so do I. And then they're like... And also, not only are we going to do Batman v Superman, we're going to do a Justice League movie right after that with no other movies building up to it. You're going to have the two...
That was so dumb. Thank God they released Wonder Woman first. It made Justice League a little more fun.
And here's why it's extra dumb is the two characters they were going to make a movie for are the two most popular comic book characters that you don't need a solo film before a Justice League film.
You need to make movies for the other characters so people can become invested in those characters. The reason everyone loved Avengers so much was because they were already invested in all these characters. Like, even though Iron Man 2 most people didn't like, they still loved Iron Man's character so much from the first one. They were like, it's okay, I still love the character.
The other thing is all those characters... pre those movies, most people who didn't know about comics probably didn't know who Iron Man or Captain America were. Like, they heard them.
Well, but I think I actually knew nothing about Iron Man going
Yeah.
into Iron Man, and I loved the film, and I was like, yeah, it was fun. Like, obviously, I knew Captain America. He's probably one of the most known Marvel characters, like behind like Hulk and Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's,
Yeah.
it's definitely Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Yeah,
is
Spider-Man's definitely number one. I
Hulk
think
is-
Hulk is number two.
I think the only ones who might beat Hulk are X-Men characters, just
Oh,
because they've
yeah,
done so many
yeah,
X-Men films.
but yeah, that's because there were X-Men movies
Yeah.
and a big cartoon before that. Yeah. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah,
But
X-Men
Hulk,
would be
but
more.
as a solo character, Hulk might be
Yeah.
more well known than some of them.
I mean, maybe Fantastic Four because the shitty film came out.
I still feel like that's kind of like, people know about them, but most people don't remember those films at all. So they're like, who are they again? There's like the fire guy and there's a guy who's a rock, right? Like, most people probably don't remember the Fantastic Four that well.
Maybe not. Yeah, these days. I just meant like around that time because there had just been like some Fantastic
That's true.
Four
You got a
movies.
point there. But the problem with DC is they were like, we made a Superman film. Now we're gonna make a Superman Batman tie-in film.
Yeah, that
And
was.
we're gonna
a
make
dumb
a
way to
Justice
go.
League movie. And then it's like, and then they made a Wonder Woman film. Again, one of the most well-known. She's the most well-known female
Yeah.
superhero.
I do think she was really overdue for a film, though.
She was,
There had never
definitely.
been a live-action Wonder Woman film, and I was really glad we got one.
But
Like-
imagine if you were told, like, we're gonna make the Justice League film, and the only characters we're gonna have introduced beforehand are the three everybody knows about.
Yeah.
It's like, nobody knew who the Flash was. Nobody knew who Cyborg was. Nobody knew who. Everybody just makes fun of Aquaman. Everybody knows he's the fish guy. That's as much as they knew.
Yeah, and you just need to like show Aquaman's badassery as a thing. Like,
Yeah, they should. They should have. Oh, there's a Kotama.
Yeah, I gotta break shit.
They 100% should have at least put out the Aquaman film before the
Yeah,
Justice League
like
film.
come on, like without Aquaman, and I would have liked a Flash movie with not Ezra Miller. I never liked Ezra Miller as Flash. I didn't get why people liked him. Like people liked him in the trailer, and I was like, I don't. Then people liked him in the movie, and I was like, I don't. And then later, people turned on, like, and they were like, you know what? Actually, he was never funny in this film. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've been telling you. Like, and then he turned out to be a freaking psycho.
Yeah,
Like, and I was like, well, I already didn't like you. Now I hate you. Like,
Yeah, it just got worse and worse. And again, it was just Warner Brothers thinking, we can just make a Justice League film and not actually build up to it, and we'll just make free money. And everybody said,
it's not.
no.
They didn't understand what worked about Avengers. They're like, oh, people just like to see the heroes together. They like to see them together because they're already invested in all these characters.
It's not that we like seeing the heroes together. It's that we like seeing heroes that we liked
yeah
together.
It's like it doesn't mean anything if you don't build them up first.
It's like if you make
we've had movies of heroes teaming up that failed. Like if you've ever seen League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
I have not seen that.
Yeah. It's where characters from literature team up, which is a cool idea.
That's an interesting
honestly.
idea.
The movie failed though.
I'm not surprised.
like
'cause
you've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. It's based on a comic.
Ooh, now I want to read that comic.
Yeah, it's Captain Nemo from 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea teaming up with Alan Quartermain. I've never read his books, so I don't know much about him. But also Tom Sawyer. That's kind of funny.
That's an interesting.
And the Invisible Man, Mr. Hyde, and Carmilla. It's interesting they went with Carmilla and not Dracula. But, like, I'm fine with that because Carmilla's actually an older character than Dracula, for people who don't know. Oh, shit! Fuck.
Yeah, you
Gotta go get it now. Yeah, it's just gonna be a long fucking trek. It's gonna be
Yeah. So yeah, the problem was they wanted to just make a series and they didn't care what they went. They didn't care about actually making good films. And I equate it to making a sandwich. If I want to make a sandwich, I'm gonna put
everything to a sandwich today.
well, it's like
yeah.
I'm gonna put in the things I like in the sandwich so I can enjoy the sandwich more. If I put in things I don't like I don't like yogurt, I only kind of like mayonnaise, I don't really like raspberries, and I don't know what's something, and I don't like Vegemite. I hate Vegemite. Imagine if I put all those things in a sandwich. I would not enjoy that sandwich. But if I make a BLT, I like bacon, I like lettuce, I like tomatoes, I'm gonna really enjoy that sandwich. And that was the difference between Marvel and DC. Marvel was like, okay, here's your bacon, your Iron Man. Here's your lettuce with Captain America. Here's your tomato with Thor. Some people take it or leave it. But, you know, overall, people, even if you don't enjoy all three stuff, you at least enjoy one of them enough to compensate for the other two. Whereas DC just said, here's a sandwich with whatever the fuck we put in it, and you're gonna eat it. Have fun.
Mom!
Yeah, literally, it was like, can we have Avengers? We have Avengers at home.
I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, have you seen the pitch meeting for
No.
Captain Marvel?
I have not.
It's funny because it's like where Ryan George is like, "Hey, I think it's time we make a movie about a female superhero." Well, wow, why did it take us so long to do that? Well, remember those like emails that leaked about us talking about how women don't sell in movies because of the past crappy female movies. Wait, no, don't say that. Yeah, but then the Wonder Woman movie came out and kind of proved us all wrong, and then we had to restructure. Shut up. No, don't say that. What? I'm gonna ask you that question again, and you're gonna answer differently. Oh, okay. Why did this take us so long? I don't know.
That's pretty good. I gotta show that to Claire.
There's actually a reason. It's because people are stupid.
Yeah, it's because executives are stupid. They think that what guys want to see...
They thought, like, women don't sell because of the Catwoman movie and the Elektra movie. It's like, those were garbage movies. It's not because they were women.
Yeah. Again, it very rarely has to do with the character that makes it bad. It has to do with the movie that makes it bad.
You just gotta write it well, you know?
Yeah. Not Carmilla, it was Mina who was turned by Dracula.
Oh, okay, my bad. I thought it was Carmilla.
They also had Dorian Gray, according to Alpha.
Oh, yeah, they had Dorian Gray, yeah. I haven't read Dorian Gray, though, so I don't know much about him.
Don't forget Robert Downey Jr. appeared as Tony Stark at the end of the Hulk. He did appear.
No, yeah.
And again, but that's at the end. It wasn't, they didn't tell us beforehand that was planned.
Like, they didn't, like, make some, like, investors announcement or stuff.
Yeah, whereas like, DC was straight up like, we're gonna make
I feel like that was just there as a, hey, wouldn't this be cool?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, exactly.
Like, okay, can I shoot you in the... Yes, gotcha!
Oh, this is a new contact, you jerk! I just got this!
Oh, big deal. TikTok wants me to share my contacts, and I have refused every time they've asked. Oh, are we talking about different contacts?
Okay, I have to read up on the chat because I have not.
Go ahead.
Optimus Philip said, I think the fundamental flaw to a lot of cinematic universe ventures, ironically DC and MonsterVerse, advertised this one, is that they're trying to expand a single property into a full universe. A good cinematic universe, in my opinion, is created by bringing a bunch of standalone properties together. Sony is trying to build a cinematic universe out of Spider-Man's characters. Nick is trying to build a cinematic universe out of SpongeBob characters.
Nick is trying to build a cinematic universe? What?
I have not heard about this. I need to look into this.
What are you... I haven't heard anything about that.
I know that Mattel wants to make a cinematic universe out of their toys.
Yeah, which is just kind of funny.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I would watch a Barbie and G.I. Joe film. Can we get a movie celebrating masculinity, please, after how the Barbie movie went?
Yeah, that was a...
Oh, wait, he's just gonna keep healing. What am I doing? That's why I couldn't do it.
I remember this instant kill him.
Yeah. Yeah, down. And down with the dude who was... Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
You
got fucking ambushed. At least I killed one before he could activate his Nioh magic. Fuck, there's more!
Stupid wizards.
Fucking... No! I cannot die here. That would not be good. Oh shit, no wonder I was taking so much damage. There's an Oni-Bee and a Kitsune down here.
I think the
Oni-Bee is dead. Yeah, I think you're right. These Kitsune aren't too hard to fight, fortunately.
But they get in the way.
Yeah. Fuck off. Stop buffing yourself! Oh, fucking stop interrupting my combo! Fuck! Okay. I don't want to die down here. It's gonna be a pain to get the shit back. Stop healing! Okay, he's dead, just the Kitsune.
I think you got this.
Yeah, I can handle a Kitsune. I handled one at the very beginning of this level. They hop around the place. Damn.
Makes sense, then they are foxes. Foxes are pretty wily.
A lot of people don't know that there are evil kitsune. Like,
Yeah.
I know this because when I make videos talking about, they're like, kitsune aren't evil, and it's like, most of them are, actually.
Well, most of them are tricksters.
Yeah,
and
like, most of them are assholes.
Yeah.
But there are good ones, there are some really fucking evil ones,
Yeah.
though. Like, you know, I think it's, you know, people who are just into, like, the fandom kitsune stuff.
It's because it's the people who have only watched, like, some anime where the kitsune are good, and that's the only things they know about kitsune. They don't know the action.
Where I am right now.
Like I
Jesus.
said, most kitsune are tricksters. They just want to fuck with you.
I hate that I filmed that.
And then, like you said, there are really evil ones. Cause,
Oh!
You want to try doing the...
Alright. Let's, give it a shot. Do you want a...
Yellow?
Yellow action?
No.
No. Blue or red?
Go with red.
Okay.
Last time, well, wait, before
that's-
you do, my logic is last time you went with a blue one and he wanted a red one.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know why he would want a red one. No, didn't work. He wanted a blue one. They never want what I offer. Nothing I do is enough for you people.
You wall people.
Oh god, and this is going to be a pain in the ass to fight, because look how enclosed he is. Yeah, see, I can't dodge past the rock, because there's nowhere to dodge to.
I think you have to time when he...
I'm out of stamina.
Yeah, just let it regen. You're fine. If you stand around the corner,
Okay. I think I can dodge his attacks.
Oh, Yuki's here. Hello there. Let me see. Did I skip it? Ben Affleck, Batman needed his own movie. Agreed.
I agree. I loved the Batman fight scene in BVS. I think we can all agree that's the best scene.
I'm gonna be honest. I like Batman. Ben Affleck as Batman more than Christian Bale. By
Oh yeah, me too.
There-
I thought Ben Affleck was great, actually. And it's hilarious given how people reacted to him being cast.
There's a streamer who I watched who talked about. He's like, here's my opinion on the Dark Knight trilogy. They're really fun movies, but they have no reason to be Batman movies. You could actually like his performance as Joker is fine, but he could not fine, as great. But everything else about it is very un-Batman-like, except for the action.
I don't think it's that un-Batman. Like, Alfred is awesome in the movies. Like,
How hard is it to be a butler, though?
The Batmobile is awesome. It's like, he'd be almost the exact same character if you made it a different character. Like, I don't see a reason for it not to be Batman. It's not like a betrayal of Batman's character or anything. His backstory is exactly like Batman's, like with the parents and Ra's al Ghul.
Honestly, I think it's a betrayal of Bruce Wayne, though. He does Bruce Wayne terribly.
You don't think he does a good Bruce Wayne?
No. Or no, I don't think he does a good Batman either. Like, the backstory is fine, but I don't think he plays Batman well.
Well, then, like, what you're saying is you don't like the casting. It's not that...
Well, I don't think the writing for it is good either, with the... Because one of the things about Batman Bruce Wayne is one of the reasons no one can tell he's Batman is because they don't... He only sleeps 3 hours a day. Or I don't even think he sleeps a full 3 hours a day. And nobody can tell he's tired because how insane
So, you mean, because of that one scene where he falls asleep at a meeting?
Well, he's also supposed to be really good at running the company, too. And he's not good at doing that. But that's just my opinion.
I mean, he still felt like Batman to me. Like, obviously, yeah, he was his own kind, but... You know.
I don't... To me, I don't know. He never truly did. But that's just me. I'm not saying it's a bad movie or you should hate it. Yeah.
I think Batman Begins and Dark Knight are both great. I think Dark Knight Rises is really...
I honestly don't remember Batman Begins at all.
No, yeah, I didn't remember it at first either, but I rewatched it before Dark Knight Rises. I was like, this is fun. I like this.
Yeah, I don't like Dark Knight Rises at all. That is
Me
definitely
neither.
a...
There's another new...
And he's
Well,
next to
I
one...
think that's
if you
optional.
break the crystal, he'll instantly die, I think.
Maybe. Shall we test it? I want to find a shrine first.
Well, if you
There's
go
got to be a shrine.
Well,
Here's a Kodama. Hello.
go back into the well, because there was a shrine.
I know a way to a shrine. I'm just trying to see if there's one in this area.
Well, I think since you opened this up, it'll be a quick... maybe not. To your left?
Okay, I've been here.
There's some on read on your right. Let me see. Did I miss it? Definitely a Fantastic Four movie apologist. Granted, it's been a while since I saw the OG. I like the. I do like them, but
Which one, though?
I think he means the one with Ewan Griffith.
No, I mean which one of those? Like, there's the first one and there's the Silver Surfer one.
Probably the first one, because the second one is...
The problem with the first Fantastic Four movie is they don't do anything.
Yeah, that's true.
They just fuck around in their apartment the whole movie until a problem they caused shows up.
To be fair,
here's the shrine.
That is pretty accurate to the Fantastic Four.
No, it's not a good way to be accurate.
Paul said, I feel like Fantastic Four would be doomed in the MCU. They don't really fit as much as I love them. They're the first family, but in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, Drax literally called themselves a family. Yeah. Skrulls and a bunch more villains known as Fantastic Four villains have already appeared.
Yeah, that's a problem that they did the Skrulls without the Fantastic Four. I think that was dumb.
Yeah, agreed.
And they, like... I think, though, like... I think they're going to connect the Fantastic Four to Kang, because anyone who knows Kang knows the Reed Richards connection. Like, so, like, if you're going to have Kang be your main antagonist, then it makes sense for this to be the phase where the Fantastic Four are introduced. And then you could have that lead into the Silver Surfer and have Galactus as your next big threat.
I would actually like it because it has to do with the multiverse, if it led into the Ultimates universe, and then we get Ultimates Reed Richard versus mainline Reed Richard. Because the Ultimate Reed Richard is a villain, a straight-up villain. He takes over the city of New York, turns it into an AI that he controls, the entire physical city. And he literally cares about no one but himself. He's fucking evil. The only quote-unquote good thing is when he goes to Miles, and he's like, I was going to just go into our universe again, but I figured I'd have to talk to you since you're also from this universe. Do you want to stay here or not? And he's like, I'd rather stay here where my mom is alive, because in their universe she's dead. And he's like, okay, fair enough, and then he leaves. That's like the only good thing he does, in my opinion.
I think I found a quick way to and from the way.
Hello, Yuki. Question of the day. If you could only play one genre of game for the rest of your life, which one would you choose and why? For me, it would be RPGs. I love RPGs. Okay,
so I can get away from the Nioh by running around here. Of course, I'm gonna have to run past.
Shoot the Kitsune, so that way he's lured over here, and he'll be easier to fight first than the Oni.
Arrows do like no damage to Kitsune.
Yeah, but you don't do it for the damage.
I know. I just thought it would do something. Fuck it.
Again, for me it would be RPGs, and if we have to be specific, turn-based RPGs. I love turn-based RPGs.
Were they saying only one style of game you could play?
Yeah, well, it was my question of the day. If you could only play one genre of game, which would it be?
Yeah, probably adventure games.
What kind of adventure games?
I guess,
like point and click?
Kingdom Hearts is an RPG, right?
Action RPG, yeah.
Yeah, maybe action RPG.
Okay. So that would be things like Kingdom Hearts, current day Final Fantasy games, things like that.
Yeah, like Final Fantasy VII Remake and Final Fantasy 16.
Which I hear Final Fantasy 16 was really good.
Yeah, I need to pick that up.
I have not for a few reasons. I just didn't want to.
I found it funny, like there were some people on Twitter like criticizing games saying it's way too easy, and then you look at they're playing on easy mode. It's like, then don't, if it's too easy, turn the difficulty up and around.
Those people have to be trolls, right? They have to be trolling. Oh, thank you for following Meta Warlock. Sorry for that late thank you.
Okay. Oh, is there a way back up if I don't want to? I don't think that... No, that's not the kind of crystal that would insta-kill it. It's not big enough.
Maybe not. Is there one around the
corner? Yeah, because notice he doesn't have a red aura.
Oh, you're right.
This would be a fight for keeps.
Okay.
Alright, well I did just recently level up,
and you have the super.
Is he going to be just as strong as the previous Nioh? Because then maybe this is pretty doable.
Well, as the chat said, you're already dead.
Thank you, chat. I appreciate that. Around the poison.
Regen your stamina.
Oh. What happens if I break these? Did that do anything? I have no idea. Maybe it is that kind of crystal. I don't know. Let's
try it.
Let's find out! Oh, nope, that just leads down into an area. Did it kill him?
No.
No. And now he's blocking the way up. And now he's doing the thunder. 2, 3.
Maybe that'll
4.
be. Maybe that's an alternate way.
And now he's doing it again. God damn it! Okay, so it's just like if you want to peace out, you can hop down there, basically.
Or it's an alternate way through, where it goes underneath him.
Well, I don't think I'm going the way to the end of it.
No, never mind then. Let's see. Someone said Dorian Gray made a deal to never age. They gave him his wish, but his favorite painting of himself started aging instead. And if he should ever look upon it, he would regain all those years in an instant. Ah.
Okay.
Oh, I think I remember that story. That's a.
I think I heard something about like the painting being what kills him or something. Yeah, where does this lead? Okay, leads up here. Cool. Oh! Fuck! I just wanted that Amrita.
Fuck this, fuck this new way. Let's see. RPGs, because that covers a very large variety of games. More specific than that, what type of RPGs? ARPGs, turn-based RPGs.
You're not allowed to cover
JRPGs. Well, I do accept the RPGs because I'm on the same. Which ones specifically? I'm curious, because I prefer JRP or not. I prefer the turn-based RPGs, like your Final Fantasies, your Sea of Stars, your Paper Mario's.
Some garbage, basically.
Okay, listen here.
Listening.
I'm gonna have to break your legs. You take that logic out to the streets. My only concern is Venom, because they're making him like an anti-hero, but originally he's a villain first, but lately...
Oh, yeah, the Venom movie was bad. I didn't even watch Let There Be Carnage.
I didn't watch Let There Be Carnage either. I
really
don't really care what they're
movie.
doing with it, but I just don't...
Like, I don't really understand why people like the Venom movie.
I like it because it's fun.
A little
I don't
funny,
think it's good.
But it's really bad.
I don't think it's really bad because I wasn't bored at all through it. It's just kind of dumb.
Stop PG-13ing everyone to death.
That doesn't bother me at all. I don't care about that.
It's Venom. He should be, like, gruesome and fucking shit up.
Not really. In the comics, he's not that... He says gruesome things, but he doesn't really do gruesome things
I want to see him do gruesome things, though.
Yeah. Sometimes he does, but... So it's not like...
being like, we're making an anti-hero movie. It's like, you don't know what an anti-hero is. Everyone's just a hero. Like, Black Adam's not a hero. Yes, he is. You ruined him. You completely changed his character.
Technically, by the standards of comics, if they kill, they are an anti-hero. So.
Yeah, but like, he literally also Black Adam doesn't call himself an anti-hero in the movie. He keeps saying, "I'm a villain. I'm a villain." Just so you know, I'm a villain. No, you're not. You have done nothing villainous this whole film.
That's weird. Yeah, that's kind of. I didn't see.
And
the
also,
movie,
stop saying you're a villain in a movie. Movies only say that when like they can't like show you that they're a villain. Like in Suicide Squad, like the first one. How many times did they say?
Go back. There's something next to that
how many times did they say we're the bad guys? We're the bad guys. We're the bad. I just want to remind you, we're the bad guys.
It's almost as bad as
like,
family.
Family. I think up there is the end of the mission.
Oh, okay.
So.
Yeah, I don't get. It only works if the character has done something bad, and they feel guilty about it, and they're like, "I'm the villain," and they have to forgive themselves. That works. But if that's not what's happening, it's just annoying and pointless. You're just wasting my time.
Also, what makes him decide like, "Oh man, I've gone too far. I have to turn myself in," is him saving the boy's life, and the boy like getting hurt in the process, but he'll be fine. He's just unconscious for a little bit.
What?
And he's like, I can't believe I've done this. It's like, You saved his life. What are you talking about?
It would have made sense if he, like, died.
Yeah.
And you got...
Or, like, lost a limb or something. Like, have some balls. Do something.
Have something happen to him. Don't just make it be like, oh, he took a little nap.
He's taking a nap. How could I make him take a nap? I can't live with myself anymore.
No, you know what would have worked if it just looks like he's sleeping and he comes back and he has brain damage. Like, oh, that actually did have consequences. Just Jesus. Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, yeah, there's the intended effect.
Oh, that would have. I think there's a shrine on your left there.
Oh yeah, there is. I'm I'm thinking maybe I should try to level up one more time before trying to fight the final boss. Oh,
it's 5 o'clock.
Okay.
No, just about.
Here, why don't you play for a bit? I've been playing this whole fucking...
Alright, I am right there.
Okay. You switched out of the elixir thing. Press R2.
I don't want to have elixirs. Elixirs are for weaklings.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just gonna fight the boss. Fuck it.
That's actually how they kill him in League of... Yeah, I know. You know, the core premise of the Barbie movie could easily translate well to other toys. I can imagine Hot Wheels cars becoming real cars, the same way Barbie and Ken did. Lol. Well, Hot Wheels cars aren't sentient, are they? Like, they're just cars being driven by people.
Yeah, but they're also ridiculous.
Yeah. Like, but, you know, I'd be down for a Hot Wheels movie. Could be cool. Honestly, I think a whole Mattel movie could be really fun. Just, like, I don't know. Some crazy shit going on.
Oh, I died. I have not played in several weeks.
Alright. Go get it back.
Oh, it's so far away.
Or you're gonna lose us 20,000 XP.
I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna get it out. I'm gonna leave it there. Leave it for the next game.
Welcome, Meta Warlock. Thanks for following. Remember, kids, if there's no external conflict for your heroes to solve, have them make conflict. My main thing with the Dark Knight movies is I think grounding Batman too much makes it difficult to tell a lot of Batman stories. Maybe it's just me, but I have a hard time imagining Mr. Freeze in a Dark Knight style movie. Yeah, that makes sense.
Mr. Freeze, personally, I could see it. The problem is that Christopher Nolan likes his movies to be way more serious.
Yeah.
And Mr. Freeze, while he has a serious backstory, his characterization is not serious at all.
I think since the Dark Knight movies were only 3 films, this isn't really a huge problem, because you only need to tell the story of a handful of villains, and Batman does have enough villains that can be very grounded in that. Like, you could have, like, a Hush story in, like,
you could have,
like, the Nolan verse. You could... Ra's al Ghul fits in. Bane, you know, you could have had the Venom, honestly. Like,
just call it steroids.
Performance-enhancing drugs do exist. I think you should stop just falling in there and instead take a ladder down, because you keep getting ambushed. You could also just leave. Like, you could just go up there.
I could, but then why would I? I have to kill them. This is
like,
my mission now.
You know, I'm actually surprised they didn't use Shiva in any of the Dark Knight movies. Shiva, not the god. Shiva is an assassin who works for Ra's al Ghul. Like, I think she's his best assassin.
You mean besides Talia?
Like, Shiva and Talia trained together, I think. Like, in some versions. So, yeah. Like, you could have had, like, Shiva come back for revenge against Ra's. Like, she could have been part of Bane's army, actually. Could have been cool.
Part of the problem is that if you pay attention, the 3 books that he was adapting are like the 3 of the most popular, best-selling Batman books of all time.
He was adapting comics?
Loosely adapting, yes.
Well, yeah, if you're loosely adapting, just do your own thing with it. I didn't think those were comic stories he was doing. I thought he was just doing original stories.
They're semi-adapted, like I said.
Yeah.
Like
cool,
the
you beat him.
I knew I could.
Yeah, want to level us up? We need 80,000.
So I just need to kill 80,000 more of these dogs.
Of course, if it gets to the point that we don't want to grind anymore, we can just use some spirit stones.
I might just end up doing that just to help with the boss.
Yeah. Alright. I want to see Andrew watch the Fantastic Four 2 with Silver Surfer and says Galactus is a giant doom worm. Like with Apophis in, yeah, in Gods of Egypt. Main characters want to save their friends from being controlled by all of the villains. The Mimic wants to take all 68 copies, have them copies of it. So all 69, haha, can cause a lot of murder. The other Glamrocks are sent by Fazbear Entertainment, a man named Dr. Samuel Schwartz, who's totally not evil, to kill all 68 copies along with anyone who saw them. And the last team are trying to collect evidence to get Fazbear Entertainment shut down, since this entire thing is their fault. I'm with Andrew. Action RPGs are 6. Cool.
Hey, action RPGs are 6?
Are sick.
Ah, that makes way more sense.
Paul, the video game NPC, redeemed Omewa. I've played FF16. It was pretty good. Solid A tier. Cool. Favorite singer? Don't really have one.
Frank Sinatra.
Okay, there you go.
Or Frankie Valli. I both like both of them.
Like Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash is a good choice. I went to the Johnny Cash Museum in Nashville.
Cool.
I like
a favorite. Honest answer, Wilda.
She's not a singer, though.
She sings, therefore she is a singer.
No.
If you didn't say favorite famous singer.
No, when you say singer, you mean professional.
What makes you think Wilda's not professional?
Because she doesn't make money off it.
Excuse me, you don't have to make money off something to be a professional.
You literally do. To do something professionally, you have to make money off it.
Anyway, Alpha says, so I'm just someone to you now, Zachard? Fine, see if I ever do anything for you ever again.
Look, everyone is just someone. There are different varyings of how someone you are.
Hey, did you guys know that they're the bad guys?
I did not.
Reached a sub goal. Nice. Okay, we need to settle something. Are the Rocket League cars sentient? I've never played Rocket League. I have no idea.
From what I can tell,
all I know is there are egg people in the audience.
From what I can tell, they have drivers in them.
Okay, there you go.
But that's all I know.
All right. Then Yuki says they have to be sentient. They never hit the ball the way I want.
Yuki. What would we do without your snow-tastic humor?
Chad Andrew with the based answer. What a lad. Okay.
Based answer about what?
What if they make a Cars live-action remake? Oh god.
Wait, a remake of what?
The movie Cars.
Oh.
Like, they haven't been doing that with Pixar, so we can only hope that stays the same. Like, oh god, I would so hate it if they started remaking Pixar films.
I already don't like what they're doing with Toy Story,
Pixar films are so perfect. Leave them alone.
Yeah, honest, they had a perfect trilogy with the Toy Story 1, 2,
and then they made I thought the Forky idea was funny, honestly. But, you know, it feels more like an idea for a spin-off movie than an official sequel.
Yeah, that's how I feel, too. You have a better one on these?
I'm a professional eater, yet I'm not getting paid.
Then you're not a professional!
Shane, stop cramping his style.
Look, professional means you do it as a profession. To do something as a profession, you have to be paid by someone to do it.
What if you're an intern?
Then you're not a professional, unless you're a paid intern.
I'm an unpaid intern. What?
Okay, let's see. How much weaker is this? Is it by power or not? I can't tell. That one's 343. That one's 363. The one we have is 389.
Okay.
But we're at max familiarity, and its familiarity is way
All
bigger.
right. Well, I'd say like go as far as something maybe 10 power lower, but no more than that.
This one's at 12 power.
I mean, I wish I knew how much power. I wish it would show you what their max potential is too. Some games do that. I like it when games do that.
Well, I think. Well, what does out of 750 mean?
That's the familiarity.
Yeah, but
like when your familiarity goes up all the way,
I get
sometimes the power goes up.
Okay. Ability.
Yeah.
Oh, is this just going?
Disney only touched themselves. Should not touch Pixar. I'll hate them forever if they make live action Up.
Everybody will.
I'm currently not liking Disney.
Unlike
I still like Disney's legacy, but I do not like modern Disney right now.
Yeah, I gotta agree with you on that. I'm not a huge fan of modern Disney either. There are things that they're doing that I enjoy. Like I liked Soul.
Yeah, Soul was good, but that's Pixar. Like,
yeah, but Disney does own them.
I know, but you know.
And I did like.
That's the final boss.
I liked Zootopia more than you did.
Oh, you're just gonna do the final boss?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might as well see what it is. See how strong they are. Oh, it's Kelly.
Yeah, we're gonna kill Kelly right here. Game over.
He's gonna summon something. So these are the crystal things he's been looking for?
Kelly! These are Amrita.
Yeah, special Amrita crystals, okay.
He's charging up Tinkerbell. You think I care?
Wait, is he talking to us telepathically? His mouth isn't moving.
He pre-recorded what he said, and he has it playing over the loudspeaker. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Vietnam! See, he's also racist. He doesn't know what country he's in.
By the way, where the fuck have these 5 guys been? Like, how come they're not fighting alongside us when we're fighting these yokai?
They're fighting the other new way. There are other new way that you didn't know about.
These 3 guys. Still.
The
like,
oh.
Yep. Yokai spirits.
Wait, did the cat just sacrifice?
The cat is absorbing them.
And so we have to kill the cat.
Ooh.
Yeah, we have to kill the cat. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, he's been such an essential character.
I mean,
he's become the White Tiger.
Ah.
White Tiger is from Chinese myth. There might be a Japanese equivalent, I don't know.
I know there's a Japanese two-tailed cat. That's all.
Yeah, well, that's also Chinese, the Huan.
Well, I know that there's a Japanese version.
I'm sure there is, yeah. There's Japanese versions of
where they have like the
Chinese
power to control fate or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. But in Chinese myth, White Tiger is one of the 4 guardians. Like, China's myth has 4 legendary guardians. The Azure Dragon of the North, the Vermilion Bird of the South, the White Tiger of the West, and the Black Tortoise of the East.
Sometimes isn't the tiger replaced with the what's it called? Not the Nioh. It's
The Nioh is Japanese.
No, I know. I'm trying to remember what it is. It's a creature that can shapeshift.
I don't think the White Tiger gets replaced with anything. There are some versions of the Black Tortoise where it also has a snake wrapped around it. But, and there are versions of the Black Tortoise where it's like a dragon turtle. But I don't think the White Tiger has variations.
No, there's a creature. I think it starts with an X in Chinese mythology that can my brain is blanking.
See,
I also know that there's the 5th one, the Golden Dragon.
You mean the Kinryu?
There's like the guy above the
Wait,
four.
that's Japan. What am I talking about?
I know, and like there's the four guardians, and then there's like their boss, who's like the golden dragon.
This is so annoying. I have to run through all this shit and like just run past this guy.
Oh, is the
Kitsune
permanently dead?
seems permanently dead for some reason.
I'll
I
take
don't know
it.
how you did that, but I'm glad you did. Either way, it's still annoying to have to run past. See, there should just be a shrine right here. Why the hell not?
What's it called? I think it called.
Okay, that's blockable.
Chinese mythology. Not muffins.
Muffins. Yeah, Chinese muffins.
The Keelan I'm thinking of?
The chillin'?
The chillin'? No, it's not the
The
chillin'.
chillin' starts with a Q, though.
Yeah. Not the neon. No, it's not that.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
I think I've...
You know a funny thing? You know how I know about the four guardians?
Oh.
Digimon.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because in my favorite season of Digimon, which I
Guardian Mon.
no. In my favorite season of Digimon Tamers, which I still think is the best season they've ever done.
Yeah.
Because it's honestly like just good. There's the daemons who show up, who are each based on the Chinese zodiac creatures.
And they call them daemons, which
Yeah.
is the Greek word for spirit.
Yeah.
That's a mixed bag.
And I think it was they called them that because they didn't. It was supposed to be that they didn't want the humans to know who they were,
Okay.
so they called themselves the daemons. And then after they fought like three of them, they're like, I just noticed it's a pattern based on each one is based on one of the Chinese zodiac creatures. And we fought this one, this one, this one. It's been in
I
order of
remember
the
that
zodiac.
like the pig like had hair like all over. And,
Yeah, it was more like a giant wild boar
yeah.
than a pig. And the first one they fought was the tiger. And then the second one, I think, was not the
It's
horse.
annoying to have to run this whole way every time. It's like, just put a shrine here. Why wouldn't you? Why do you make the game more tedious? I'm hoping Nioh 2 fixes that.
I'm gonna say I don't think it did, because most games have not fixed that from what I've done.
Ooh,
There's only one game where I know that that's the case, and I think you would actually enjoy this game. It's a Metroidvania with a little bit of Dark Souls built in, where you're fighting biblical monsters.
Oh. Interesting.
And I think they just came out with a sequel this year. So if we ever want to play that,
I wonder if you fight the four beasts of Daniel.
I don't know.
It's a four beasts not a lot of people know about, but they are insane. There's like a four-headed leopard with wings and shit like that.
Huh.
There's
yeah.
technically no big stories about them, but they're four beasts Daniel saw in a vision, and I'm like, use those. Those are cool.
That would be cool. That would be a good idea to use. What was I thinking about? Anyways, the main in Tamers.
No.
So they have a Zulongmon, which is obviously the Azure Dragon. Phoenixmon.
Yeah, because Long is Chinese for dragon, for
Yeah.
anyone who wants to know.
Phoenixmon, which I'm guessing.
Which I'm guessing is chicken?
It's the Phoenix.
Oh, wait, yeah, you're talking about the four guardians,
Yeah,
not the Chinese zodiac. Yeah, that would be the vermilion bird.
And then I forget what the name of the other two are, but they have the two-headed turtle, and
Alright,
then
that would be the black
the white
tortoise.
tiger is also two-headed for some reason,
Okay, that
which is kind of cool,
weird.
but also weird. Let me look this up about Japanese mythology creatures that have cats that have two tails.
Okay, go ahead.
Japanese.
You might come across the cat that steals dead bodies if you look up Japanese myth cats. Starts with a K, if I recall correctly.
There's the Nekomata, which is a variety of Beiko Neko, and also goes by the name Forked Cat. However, these critters are far more powerful and far more evil. once a Becca Neko gets an extremely long
that's
tail
unblockable.
and reaches an old age, the tail will split into two, and a Nekomata is born.
Fucking Japanese creature is if this thing reaches a certain age, if this snail turns 30,
Yep.
if this bear turns 30, if you leave the fucking sandals lying around for too long.
It's the original idea of leveling up.
That's where we get leveling up from. Japanese mythology is just a JRPG.
Yes, it is. Apparently, when that happens, they start walking on two legs and speak human.
Actually, I think I know about those creatures.
Even though they imitate humans, they feel superior in every way. In fact, they find great pleasure in tormenting humans and creating chaos wherever
These
they
creatures
go.
are kind of similar to the cat seath from Celtic mythology. They're cats that, gain intelligence and walk around like humans as well.
Again, just another thing where a bunch of humans thought of the same idea from completely different places in the world.
Celtic is nowhere near Japan. I don't think they interacted much.
And if they did, I don't think it was enough for one to be like, oh, they stole it from the other. You can go one more time. I want to read the chat real quick.
Yeah, may I? May I get my ass kicked by this tiger again?
Disney's been in an unlikable state for a while now, and it's just tragic. Agreed, Yuki.
Yep.
Paul said he started watching Elemental, and it's surprisingly good for a modern Disney movie. Many characters are a bit annoying, though. My favorite character is Claude, because my sister hates him. That's a funny one.
Claude is in one goddamn scene, and some idiot on the marketing department thought Claude was going to be the next big thing. Like, they created this pathetically desperate marketing video. Yeah, where it's like the audience flipped out when Claude showed up. Why would they? He's not a pre-established character. He's literally just a kid who hits on the main character for 5 seconds. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all he does. He's not even funny.
He's just there. Disney is only shit posting right now. That's a pretty good
Also,
take.
Elemental's a Pixar film, so modern Disney doesn't get as much credit for that. Yeah, Disney is shit posting right now. Get the people.
No, Elemental was made by it was Disney
Pixar.
and Pixar.
Yeah, well, duh, because Disney. That's just something Disney says because they own Pixar. It's like saying oh, all the Marvel movies are made by Disney and Marvel.
Oh, you know, it was a good Disney movie a couple of good Disney movies that came out recently. But again, they were very.
You're gonna say Encanto.
That one's obvious, but I was gonna say Luca. Luca was actually good.
I haven't seen Luca.
It's just a fun movie.
I know everyone says it's good. I should check it out.
No, it's not like a Toy Story where it's super amazing, but it's fun. I wasn't annoyed at all. And the dad is hella funny in it with this fucking giant.
Did
machine.
anyone go see Ruby Gillman Teenage Kraken?
That's not Disney though.
I know that's DreamWorks.
But no, I don't think so.
Did anyone watch that ever?
The idea sounded interesting, but they gave away the plot of the film in the trailer, so I don't care.
I honestly wasn't even interested in the plot. It's like, okay, you're a teenage Kraken. I don't care.
Yeah, it looks very generic. I didn't want to see it. I
mean,
mean,
it's a little funny how they're pointing out that, mermaids aren't just, super nice creatures. But, Krakens aren't guardians. Also, that's not a thing.
Yeah, especially since there's only one, not a species of them. Also, why'd they change the way the Kraken looks? It's so weird.
I don't know what they were doing with that. It was a very strange story. I feel like that was the kind of story that needed to just be really funny in order to work.
Yeah.
But also, modern DreamWorks isn't very good, except for Puss in Boots. I just mean, we're getting, shit like Trolls and shit like that. It's
that's because Trolls makes a fuck up.
Yeah, I know, which is sad. I honestly, this is gonna sound all hipster, but I miss the old DreamWorks. When DreamWorks was finding its footing, they experimented a lot more, and that's how we got stuff like The Prince of Egypt.
It's how we got Shrek. It's how we got
Shrek. It's how we got The Road to El Dorado.
I was just thinking about
someone has
Road to El Dorado isn't perfect, but it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. It's the bard and the rogue going on an adventure together.
Apparently, one of the reasons for its issues is they changed their plan 3 times while they were working on it.
Yeah, I'm not
and
surprised.
that's one reason why. You want to know why Shell looks the way she does, and there's a literal like sex scene in the film? Because at one point it was a PG-13 comedy,
Wow.
but then they changed it to family movie, but they left that in.
Okay, then.
Also, originally Shell was sexier. They had to downplay how sexy she was. I'm like, what the fuck did she look like before?
She just didn't.
Shell was my animated crush growing up. Her and Tinkerbell.
She didn't have a bra on at all. That was how she was.
She was just topless.
I sort of. Monty in my stories were replaced from the original one since he was damaged beyond repair and ruined. So now he has a different personality than the old one.
You know, he just needs new legs. He's not technically beyond repair. You just gotta give him some new legs. It's not like you can't give animatronics new legs.
No, Andrew, it's.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Well, you didn't die at least.
Yeah. Now I need to use another elixir.
You gotta manage your ki a little better.
Yeah, I know. It's because this guy like hops all over the fucking place.
I think when you hit him, don't do your full combo. Because I think that's using up too much of your ki.
I can't.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
Well, okay, yeah. At least he's not moving it around a bunch.
Not like the Nioh who does like a blast and then straight across. And then he storms lightning down on top of you.
He's out of ki! Kill him! How'd you get ki back? I was wailing on you! Okay. Okay, he's half dead, actually.
Anyways, he gives him a different personality. Instead of having anger issues, he has trust issues, especially with the higher-ups at Fazbear Entertainment. And after hearing what happened to the old Monty, developed a fear of death.
Okay.
Oh god, imagine a live-action Toy Story. I don't want it.
No. Well, that better not ever happen. I'm doing pretty good. I'm getting this white tiger down. Come on, pussy!
We haven't heard much about the King Chronicles movie since it was announced. No, we have not.
We have not. I'm actually, like... I'll be honest, I'm not 100% convinced that's happening.
Yeah,
He does 3 lasers now, and now he does brush them across the screen. Fucking hell. No! He just doesn't let up. Alright, here we go.
Digimon is still the best isekai. True. Agreed.
Trying to think of a better isekai.
Speaking of anime, have you watched...
Excuse me, Forspoken? What were you saying?
Oh, Forspoken. God damn it. Have you seen live action One Piece yet?
No, not yet. I am gonna have to watch it by the end of the year because it's stuff like One Piece is myth related, right?
Yes and no.
So I'm gonna have to put that on the ranking list.
I recommend trying watching it with Wilda and see if she'll like it.
Oh, Wilda's interested in it, actually,
okay.
So yeah, we're gonna watch it.
Because Claire and I really liked it, and we're huge One Piece
We're just,
fans.
honestly, we're probably gonna finish watching what we're currently watching right now, because we're really into it. There's this zombie show on Netflix called Black Summer. So far it's really good. We're about 4 episodes.
What kind of zombie show is it? Serious, dark, comedy?
Dark
comedy?
Pretty dark.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. It's
Oh wait, I forgot art.
It's not the end of the world if you don't get it, but you know, if you can, might as well. You can go again. I went like 4 times. I want a little break on this.
Also, Wilda's probably gonna be here soon, right?
Yeah, probably. Actually, I'm gonna text her. Like, are you near? Yeah, so we're probably gonna finish that, and then yeah, like we'll probably go into One Piece, and I'll make a video on it. It'll be a little late.
I should warn you, there is one spoiler for the anime if you watch the live action One Piece.
Well, I would expect a lot of spoilers for the anime if you watch the live action.
It's a pretty late spoiler as well.
Oh, okay, so they reveal something way earlier than they're supposed to.
Yeah, and the reason they did it, I understand with, but I think there was a better way they could have done it.
You know, based on so what arc does it end with? Does it end with the merman arc?
The Fishman? Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So that's the last one. That's funny because that's where, when I was watching it as a kid, that's where I stopped. Because like after that, my dad like disabled the cable and I couldn't watch Saturday morning cartoons for like 4 or 5 years.
Okay, I see why you were using up so much stamina.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't. So when he comes at you and does the swipe thing, what you want to try to do is you want to dodge past the swipe, so that way then you can start hitting him in his rear. Yeah, there you go. That was good. You want to do stuff like that.
Okay.
Just be ready for, like, one of the main attacks that can cause problems is when he spins all the way around. And then later when he does the... Okay, just dodge, yeah. Later in the game he's going to do the triple laser, and that'll be a pain in the ass. Yeah. Yeah. He always charges up before he pounces. He goes... Duh, 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 duh. Oh, now he's doing the triple laser. Already. He does not like you. The pussy is hungry and you should hit it hard. Paul says, I'm gonna go soon. Bye. Bye, Paul.
Bye, Paul.
Thank you for joining us.
Have
I'm
fun
also gonna go
hauling it
soon.
up. I'm down to my last 2 elixirs. Oh no! Son of a chocolate bar. The
newer official Souls games have save points near the boss. Good. I like that. Because otherwise it's just artificial tediousness. It's like, I have no problem with the game being really challenging and being challenging to get there, but it's like, when I get there, can you just let me, like, start from right before the boss? You're doing great, actually. But you're all out of elixirs, so...
If you hit him when he's doing the laser, by the way, he gets stunned.
I did not know that. Good. Oh, now he's doing tail attacks. Just showing you his ass. It's like, behold, I'm marking my territory. Yeah, they're unblockable.
No, I was trying to...
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
you were trying to go up and hit him in the face.
What did Otis say? One are definitely myth adjacent, but the rest of it... there's myth stuff sprinkled throughout, but mostly in character names or devil fruits. And it's a lot of different...
I'll just count it as myth-related. A lot of people say Luffy is based on either Sun Wukong or Hanuman. So. I don't know where Hanuman comes from. I guess I'd have to watch the show.
For you to... Hanuman is the ape god, right?
Hanuman is like the Hindu version of Sun Wukong.
Right. There's a reason for that.
Oh wait, maybe it's because he tries to eat the sun thinking it's a fruit. Maybe that has to do with it.
For me to tell you why would be a deep, deep spoiler.
Oh, okay, then don't tell me why.
Yeah.
That's completely blockable. A lot of his attacks are blockable. It fucking drain your stamina meter. That's the problem.
Also, the arc that is currently going on the anime that's nearly done is literally just ancient Japan.
Oh. Okay, feudal?
Yeah, literally feudal Japan with samurai and ninjas.
Oh. God, see, that takes out more than half your ki if you block that.
Yeah, that's why it's kind of better to dodge it.
Yeah, and plus dodging it is how you get an opening to hit him. Oh.
What I try to do is I tried to roll to the right and towards him, so you go past his attacks and you end up behind him.
I need to heal.
Probably for the best, King Chronicles doesn't come out straight away. Those stories are supposed to happen around the time of Heroes of Olympus. No, they happen before.
No, they happen during Heroes of Olympus.
I think during. I thought...
Yeah, because they're... Well, they happen slightly before.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Because I know there's the after the main King Chronicles, there's the story.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. It technically happens like slightly before Heroes because then the crossovers take place during Heroes.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
But it's not that much.
I
before.
misremembered it.
Yeah. So maybe we shouldn't be doing the movies at the same time as PJO. I disagree because they don't really connect at all until the crossovers.
You could still do it at the same time as PJO. Percy's only a little older than Kane, like 1 or 2 years.
It's not like...
So you could start doing Kane Chronicles like during like the Titan's Curse season or something.
That's true. And they'll probably... You know what might be happening is Netflix might be waiting to see how well the TV show
like,
does.
Hold up.
And then they're hoping that if it does well, they can get the, what do you call it? The online...
Exclusive rights or something?
No, not that. get all the buzz around Percy Jackson.
Yeah,
like,
that's
from
true.
the people who gave you Percy
from,
Jackson.
From the author of Percy Jackson.
Speaking of, you know, you remember Futurama, right?
Yeah, of course,
and you know
it's
how,
back.
And you know how at the beginning of every episode it says Futurama, then it has a tagline?
Yeah.
Like, my favorite one so far is Futurama, from the people who brought you Futurama.
You know what's something I love that someone said recently? Did you know that before Mark Hamill starred in A New Hope, he had never seen a Star Wars movie?
Oh yeah, I've seen it. It's like, you don't say.
I think you have to hit him in the glowing eye.
Maybe. All I know is I hit him while he was doing the
Yeah,
laser.
and like I saw it like fuck him up, so that was good. Oh no 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 no! Miracle!
You were in a corner. The corner saved
I don't know what happened, but I will take it.
If he didn't say it, its themes are clearly... Yeah, I think he did say it, because he said, like... He said each character is from a specific nation in the real world, and he bases the ideas off of... for each of his islands off of a place in the real world.
How's the guy who plays Monkey D. Luffy? I watched the trailer. His acting didn't look good. How is he in the
fantastic.
show? He's good in the show. Okay, yeah. Because in the trailer, he's like talking very statically, kind of.
Oh, you mean how he's like, I am Monkey D. Luffy?
Yeah, kind of like that.
That's that it works. It works because one, you can tell. I'm pretty sure English isn't his first language.
I know, yeah, but I think that doesn't that hurt it a little bit, or
No.
like I don't know. I'm gonna assume it'll be better in the show. It just didn't look good in the trailer.
See, personally, for me, I thought it was great.
It's like in the trailer, he talks like, you know, when he sees the wanted posters of the pirates, he goes, "Where is my name?" And I'm like, that's
not how it
very
came
good
across to
delivery.
me. I didn't get that even when I watched the trailers.
All right, well, I don't know, that's how I heard it.
I'm really glad with what they did with it, because if you watch the behind the scenes, not only were the writers and directors huge fans, but a lot of the actors were huge fans way before. Like,
That's good, so it's the opposite of The Witcher. Like, the actors were fans, but no one else was on that show.
Literally, the person who plays Nami said that she, like, read the manga years ago and was putting out on Twitter how she wanted to play that character way before they even announced that it was coming out.
That's awesome.
And, honestly, out of all the actors, the only one I don't think does a great job as one of the main five is the guy who plays Zoro.
Okay, cool.
And I think, honestly, part of it is because the only reason... I'm not going to say the only reason, but part of the reason he...
I mean, Zoro was my favorite character in the anime, so that's cool.
No, I'm saying I think he plays... He plays him the least best.
Oh, that's sad, actually.
Because he's a little too serious.
I'm okay with that. Zoro's a more serious character.
Kind of? It's... I don't know.
Mr. Three Swords. He better have the sword in his mouth, just like in the anime.
He does.
Sweet. Imagine if DreamWorks is making live-action movies right now. We probably have live-action Shrek right now, oh god, hell no. But if they make it work unlike Disney, I'll be impressed. There's no way to make that work.
There's the Shrek
it
the
would
musical.
not work. The musical is really bad. Like,
what do you mean?
It's terrible. It's terrible. Just like the people who made the San Francisco Dungeon also had a Shrek attraction, and that was terrible too. Shrek doesn't work in live action. It's made to be a cartoon. That's where it thrives.
Yeah, really. It honestly, yeah.
Like, and I don't think DreamWorks will do that. DreamWorks is a competitor to Disney, and they have like had a history of. Even though, look, DreamWorks doesn't always make the right decisions, but they do have a history of seeing what Disney's doing that isn't working and being like, okay, let's not do that. Like, they've made fun of Disney several times. The whole point of Shrek was to make fun of Disney.
Yeah, because the guy who was head of DreamWorks hated his old boss at Disney.
Yeah. Like, that's why, like, Lord Farquaad was based on that old boss. They called him Farquaad because they were basically saying, fuckwad. That's, like... something kids don't put together, but when you're an adult, you're like, oh, I see what you did there. Like,
Just die already.
Starts asking questions, wondering why the copies exist. Why do we need to kill them? Why is
Because
he attacking
they exist
people
and they're
who
part
are
of FNAF. Everything
his
in FNAF
supposed
should be
friends?
dead.
And when he hears something about Bonnie from fighting Freddy, which piques his interests and piques something else. Oh God.
Am I already out of elixirs? Oh.
His acting's better in the actual show. Cool. Luffy is Brazilian. It's expected he would have an accent. I know. I guess I'm just used to. I mean, this is taboo of me to say, but I grew up hearing the American dub.
I grew up specifically the 4Kids dub, because 4Kids doesn't
Yeah.
dub it anymore.
That the intro on 4Kids sounded ridiculous.
I thought it was great.
They put fucking rap in there.
I think it's great.
Here's how the story goes. It's slow down in the.
I think it's great.
Usopp's doing that marksman thing. Sanji's cooking choppers, doctoring.
I love it. I think it's great.
I thought it sounded a little silly.
Yeah, but it fits for One Piece. One Piece is really silly.
Does rap fit in a pirate show? But then again, we have clowns in a pirate show, so maybe, I don't know.
Any show where there's a guy who has a nose that naturally looks like a clown nose can have
Talking
anything.
about Usopp?
No, that's Buggy.
Oh,
The reason he's
about
Buggy the clown is because his nose is
Usopp's nose is like a Tengu
It's
nose,
Pinocchio.
actually.
That's why he's also a liar, because he's supposed to be Pinocchio.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought it was supposed to be a Tengu.
No.
Because Tengu have noses like that, so...
I'm glad that they didn't do that for the live action, because it would have looked way too goofy.
Yeah, I've heard some people say, like, the reason it succeeds in for some reasons where Cowboy Bebop didn't is because, like, when you're switching to live action, you need to, like, make it work in live action. You can't embody as much cartoonishness as the anime does. And Cowboy Bebop tried to have all those same cartoony movements, and it was super cringe to see in live action. Whereas One Piece, like they say, like knows how to like balance it better. Oh shit, we're out of elixirs. We're on our last 6.
Yeah,
we might have to go farm some.
There's only one thing that they kind of got wrong, but it's also not that big of a problem, is that according to the creator, Sanji's supposed to be French, but the actor they have is British.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer.
But also, he acts really well for the version of Sanji they're doing. They don't... He doesn't...
since he's a cook, like French, yeah.
I should let you know, though, he doesn't act as the way... He doesn't act as simpy as he does where he's like,
simping all over Nami all the time.
No.
Yeah.
He does hit on her, though, like, as soon as he shows up.
As he should, yeah.
Like, when he meets the 3 of them, he has this scene where he's like, I guess all of you want water. And it's like, well, we could also have other stuff. Oh, I didn't see the lady. Would you like water, sparkling, tap, ice?
That's funny. I like that.
It's a lot more realistic than the whole pretty lady and just like spinning legs with hearts.
Like just.
You want to just end it here because you got to get going.
We could end it here. I asked Wilda where she is though. I haven't gotten a response yet.
It might be better for us to end it here so that way you don't miss your dinner thing. Yeah. And also, it's getting warm in this room, and we're kind of stuck here.
Fighting kind of an annoying asshole.
Yeah. So, is there anything you want to say to any?
Be sure to save at the shrine.
All right, you have to save.
You just boom. That saves the game. Cool. All good.
I don't think it would. Does it make a difference? We're still at the same. Is there anything you want to say to the chat before we head out?
When do you think the inaccuracy vid will be done?
Maximum 2 weeks, like literally maximum.
Okay, there you go.
So that's coming out soon.
Yeah, there you go.
So look forward to that. It is the video is fun. The movie it's based on it's a movie.
I'm gonna try to get a review of Mortal Kombat 1 out also. So
is it already out? When does
it comes out tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Okay, so So you have one.
Otherwise, we'd be playing it right now.
that makes sense. Yeah, honestly, that makes sense.
We'll play it next week.
We'll definitely play it next week. It'll be my first time in a Mortal Kombat game since Mortal Kombat 9, I think. and it'll be your first time with this game on stream.
MK9, the best Mortal Kombat game.
Yeah, I remember it was really fun. I had a lot of fun with it.
It was awesome. It was perfect.
And
then
then
MKX was not quite as good, and then I hated MK11.
Yeah, I remember when MKX came out, you were like, you want to play some, what is it? Injustice 2? I'm like, didn't MKX come? I was like, yeah, but you want to play Injustice 2? I'm like, okay. And then you didn't even talk about MK11. You were so...
I had nothing good to say about it.
It was like the black sheep of the family.
Bad.
Anyways, guys, we'll see you all next week. We're gonna look for someone to raid. If I don't find someone, you'll find out after. If Jeremy's on, we'll just raid him, so it'll be fast. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for being an awesome chat. We will be back tomorrow, Thrashing Thursday with what's it called? Graveyard Keeper. And then Friday we will hopefully be able to re-record the stuff that happened on Monday if you were here for that. If you don't know what we're talking about, go talk about it in the Discord so we have more people talking in the Discord. God damn it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Stay safe, stay smart, stay healthy. Most importantly, be thankful for everything and everyone in your life. And the #1 rule here in the Dragon's Den: don't believe in yourself. Believe in me, who believes in you.